Hello and welcome back to Tier Zero Gaming. We've got a special one today. This is our invitational from Sunday the 25th. I'm Mike, joined by...
I'm Billy. We got round one kicking off. Nick Blackford versus Alex Bryan.
Yeah, so for anybody who's been watching our videos, you know we've had we did a 12-week season of Modern, of FNM. We're way behind in the FNM videos, but like
It's fine. We'll get
they're
there.
coming. But we do have this invitational. Qualify via draft, qualify via standard, qualify via modern, and we just wanted to do something nice for our locals. So, is that okay?
Yeah, we're resolving mulligans.
Mulligan 2. Okay, we started putting a bunch of cards down.
Yeah, I got scared. I was like, Alex,
Oblivion.
what did you do?
Yeah. All right, so for our invitational, we did a no entry fee tournament.
Yep.
We did we're doing 4 Swiss rounds of modern with a cut to top 8, and then we are going into a Pauper Cube draft.
Emma Partlow's, I believe.
Emma Partlow's Pauper Cube. Shout out to that cube. Great designer. That cube is a lot of fun.
It was fucking sick. Yeah.
So yeah, I spent a good few weeks tracking down the cards I was missing and making sure I could put it together. Super fun. Great cube.
I'll be joining y'all here for the first 4 rounds of the Swiss, and I believe Louis will be picking up once we start with draft.
I believe so, yeah.
So we have Nick on Boros Burn, starting off with a Sacred Foundry to Goblin Guide. Alex on Boros Obosh, a deck he's been very much loving and working on for years at this point. Fetched a basic mountain in the main phase.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Probably just trying to not take damage, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like, so look, we did have missed the Goblin Guide, picked up a Sacred Foundry for Alex.
Okay.
Searing Blaze on the play is very good here.
Hey, that one has words.
It does. Okay, another land. So Goblin Guide has drawn Alex 2 cards to basically unmulligan him at this point, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. That said, it's turn 2 and Alex is at 12.
Yep. Burn does not, like, stop.
More basics.
Dash Monkey from Basic Plains.
Okay, this is getting us a treasure.
Giving us a Flage. Unfortunately, we can't cast it, but I'm sure Alex is loving to see that gone.
Yeah, much rather have it in exile than in Nick's graveyard.
Because even if we do manage to stabilize here, we don't want to see that game.
So we have a treasure. We could have any number of 1 mana interaction up. Yeah.
Just waiting to see what maybe this Goblin Guide flips first.
Yeah. Oh, if possible, always wait until the attack trigger.
Tapping.
Sunbaked
That's
Canyon.
a lot of 1-drops, Chief.
Many ones.
Only 1 attacking? Though?
That's
why?
Nick. You know they all have haste.
Nick,
right?
they have haste.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
That is strange.
Okay.
What are we playing around?
I don't think we're playing or anything. This definitely just seems
just
like we borked that they have haste.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. So Alex at a, let's call it functional 9.
Yeah. So we would be at 9 with this attack. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us. Reno Glory coming down.
Yeah, so we missed 3 points of damage. If at any point Alex goes to 3, then we borked it. If not, then it didn't matter, and everything's whatever.
Though I will say, being at 9, going to 12 would be way better than going from 12 to 15. We're also getting dangerously close to escaping this Flage, dude. That's scary.
Also, Flage taking down a Swift Spear before there can be prowess triggers that do bad things.
Here comes another Swifty. I see another Goblin Guide.
Yeah, please
attack.
Okay, this is fine.
You.
This is okay. Remember that we have haste.
Attack.
All right, we did it this time.
So we're attacking for 4 here, trigger.
No draw this time. That's
another
Flage.
Flage on top is probably the thing we don't want to see. So we'd be at 5.
Yeah, so again, 3 points. If at any point Alex is at 3, then that missed combat matters. If he never gets to 3, then that missed combat doesn't ultimately
From
matter.
what it's looking like, though, I don't think it's going to, because we're going to Flage
No,
here.
this is another Flage.
Yeah, we're going to go to 12.
Shoot
11,
another Swift Spear.
100%.
Yeah,
and then we can literally aggro haste escape this Flage next turn, and I don't think we're coming back.
And we have a blocker.
Yeah, I don't. So the missed 3 points just didn't matter at all.
Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree.
A little unfortunate nonetheless.
Good news, it didn't matter.
Good news, it didn't
Bad
matter.
news
is holy shit, dog. We have gained 6 life versus the burn deck while killing a threat. Lightning Helix is good.
Yeah, Lightning Helix is the best card in the mirror.
Yep, 100%.
And this is a pseudo mirror.
Pseudo, yes. Alex taking a much more mid-range approach. Also,
Right.
we have Obosh to close the game, too. Spooky.
So I haven't seen it happen yet, but the concept of Flage, like Obosh into Escape Flage,
is terrifying.
that's so dumb.
It's just like 6. Do you still gain 6?
Yeah.
Because it deals damage equal... No, does it say... I need to read Flage while we...
I assume it says you gain 3.
I'm almost certain it says it gains 3. Which means
So you
wouldn't
deal
gain
6, gain 3.
Yeah.
then attack for 12 while dealing 6 and gaining 3.
Yeah, it does say gain 3 life, so you would not gain 6. Oh, it would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but it's hitting for 18.
Yep. This Goblin Guide's on block duty?
Like, do you want to attack into that Ragavan?
I mean, it's better than... The Ragavan just going to attack next turn because Alex is going to be at functionally... Well, he's going to get 10.
So if we attack, then we guarantee the Flage is coming back from Nick's side.
Oh, so we were missing a card?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, we just played and connect a fetch.
No, that's fair. So I wonder if this fetch land was a draw or if Alex had this rolled up and was playing it the whole time.
We were also hitting a Surveil land, so another card. We can potentially escape Flage while leaving the other Flage in the graveyard if
Notably,
we want
to. I'm almost certain we still know there's a Sacred Foundry in Alex's hand, too. Like, I think we saw that flipped on 1 and it's just not been played.
Sure.
Here comes the Escape Flage. This will clear that
most
Goblin
of
Guide.
these. Which one do we want
So
to
if we don't clear the Goblin Guide, it's... It makes us chump block. So clearing the Goblin Guide is effectively the same thing as shooting for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we want to, the Ragavan can get a hit in.
Yep.
I don't know if we want to bother attacking with the Ragavan, if I'm being honest.
I mean, we're going to 10 off of this.
Is it lethal? It's not lethal, right?
It's
3,
not
9,
lethal,
10,
no.
11. So
It's 2.
It's 1. We go to 1.
Yeah. But there's a Sunbait Canyon.
Yeah, Nick's cards are already packed up.
Yeah, Nick knows this is over. Yeah, that was brutal. Just seeing double Flage into Haste Flage on, what, 4 or 5?
5.
Yeah. Just like, I think Spike talked about this. Burn's in the worst spot, I think. I think Burn had more play during the Uro meta than it currently does, for God's sake.
Yeah. So it turns out when the best deck in the format is a Soul Sisters deck.
Exactly.
And then one of the next best decks is a Flage deck.
Yep. And the Soul Sisters deck is a Flage deck.
Flage also.
Yep. I've also, unironically, a recent big paper event, Martyr proc. Went like 10-2.
Did you tell Adam to message me?
No, but I was actually going to ask you if he did because he messaged me about it.
Adam messaged me.
I'm going to find this Martyr proc list while we just Goblin Guide text. But I don't even think it's the same list, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure. He sent me a list. I told him I'd have it by Saturday.
Let's go, Adam. Let me find this, because it was the Nordic Masters 2024 Modern event.
Okay.
The Zorius Martyr 11-3.
Let's go. This is not a Zorius. Please look at the second card.
Second card. Oh, I mean, it says Zorius Martyr, the title.
Yeah,
don't blame the messenger. Blame the dude who recorded his deck.
Zorius with Godless Shrine and yeah, that's it. It's one Godless Shrine.
Did we just repeat the game 1 again? No, so this was a Galvanic Discharge. What?
Did we just repeat the game?
I really, it looked like we just did Goblin Guy and the Searing Blaze Your Monkey, and then I looked and it was the wrong card in the graveyard. Hey, that's a Roiling Vortex. That's not bad. It's a good way to stop Flage. I mean, it doesn't stop the getting, 9'd when it attacks, but it does definitely stop that lifelink.
You do have to pay the mana each time.
True, which is kind of spooky. There's also a Soul Guide in Nick's hand. This is something I'm wondering. I would assume these Rolling Vortexes are in the main, but I know Nick has an issue with, overboarding on Burn.
Soul Guide.
I think you're supposed to just say if my opponent sees a copy of Flage, Sedge. Right? It just becomes...
if we have the Whirling Vortexes, that's, kind of what we're doing. I don't know.
Like I said, Burn's in such a rough spot. I don't even know how you would play around some of these things.
It is unclear to me.
So maybe Nick is just onto something. We're getting a basic Plains. This is an end step. So I'm wondering if that means we have something to do, cycle a Timeless Dragon is what I think is happening here. Yep.
Nope.
No, March.
March the Soul Guide Lantern?
Seems fine, yeah.
Alright.
We're playing to the Flage being relevant.
Sure. Yeah, Nick
just
either
draw a card?
lets this happen.
Okay. I would just draw a card with it, probably.
I think we have Lightning Helix and Searing Blaze.
Still,
I'd
rather... There's also a Bolt in our hand, so we could take the hard draw and still Bolt.
We don't want... If we take the card draw and Bolt, then we have to crack the Arid Mesa, and then we might not have landfall for the Searing Blaze. Yeah. So I think we're
That's fair, but we could also just decide not to Bolt. We could just take the card draw.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like just getting that free card draw. It just feels so bad if you don't.
We're still using the Bolt anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do still have the Arid Mesa unpopped, so we have guaranteed landfall.
Looks like a second Searing Blaze for the pickup?
Nah, that was a Sacred Foundry.
Yikes.
Not what we're looking for.
So now we have
we have a
Searing
Sunbaked Canyon we can pop.
What is that?
Another March.
Another March. Sure.
Get rid of the Rolling Vortex before the Flage comes down.
I would assume is exactly what's happening here. Like, if Alex has just played this game to navigate another Flage game, like here comes the Arena of Glory, like I said, this is just like how does Burn combat?
That's 3 mana.
Yep. Shoot you.
Yep.
Go to 11, go to 14. Swap left fills.
Mm-hmm. And we're sitting here with Helix and Searing Blaze, and
just
that doesn't
spells
matter.
that get completely
you have
negated
to,
by this. Yeah.
I think Nick has to wait here. Oh, we're just going upstairs.
Why not? Why Helix?
Like because those are our options. What do you mean? Why Helix?
I just don't like.
So like, if we're at all concerned,
It's
another land.
Yeah, I think this is
Pop Sunbaked Canyon. We're doing that now. Yeah. That's a bolt.
Okay, so we effectively have 6 points of burn, taking Alex to 5.
We have 6 points of burn, killing the Flage before it attacks, taking Alex to staying at 11.
And Alex also just has a bolt, which means this Flage is coming down this turn with the fetch land, I think. Yeah, it looks like one more card is needed.
Okay.
Alex doing the math that I was doing a second ago, seeing if he could escape.
Yeah.
But like, dude, the Arena of Glory Flage combo is just rough.
Yeah, it's beating.
So like, if we have any 1 mana spell, here's our own Soul Guide.
Sure.
So I guess if we have another land, we can go Soul Guide, crack it, exile your Yard, Gate Flage.
Why are we playing Soul Guide from Alex's side?
We saw a Flage off of Nick. I guess we're both really just overvalued. Like, we're really just in on the Flage. Also, this looks exactly what I just said. Yep, and now the game's over. Here's a hasted Flage.
The game's not over.
It's very close. Actually, it's
life
literally...
totals stay the same.
No, it's literally over.
Life totals stay the same.
Why?
Because we're going to Bolt and Searing Blaze that Flage.
We don't have Landfall, do we?
We have an Arid Mesa.
Oh, we have an Arid Mesa. Okay.
We have 2 Arid Mesas.
Sure.
That Flage is dead.
So Nick's going to go Hellbent.
They're both. Nick's going to be down 3 life. Sorry.
Yeah.
We had the Helix a minute ago, and I was expecting Helix plus
That's
Blaze.
entirely fair, yeah.
So yeah, Nick will be down 3 life. Alex will be at the same life, and that Flage is dead before it attacks.
So here's Blaze.
Yep. Boop.
Go to 6. We had
Boop.
1 more spell. It would have been so neat to just kill him in response to the Flage.
That would have been funny.
Well, now here we are. OP's at 9, we're at 5, and we're top decking. Is that a Lava Spike?
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Free ya.
Go to 3. Go to 6.
Nug ya.
2 more spells. Couldn't tell what that
look
was.
relevant.
That's another redraw. It is what
Sure.
it is, yeah.
I agree that it's a redraw, but it is not impactful.
Yep. Right, untap.
That's a land.
Honestly, just don't play it. Okay. Or
Play it.
We have Elegant Parlors to fetch. Hope so.
So this is the weird spot with Burn. Do you save the Arid Mesa in case you draw a Searing Blaze?
Like, I don't think I would have played it. I think I would have just rather put the Fear of God in my opponent.
Well, that's what I mean.
Double
Like,
spell.
do you save it for Searing Blaze, or do you try to find, if we do have Elegant Parlor, do we go get Elegant Parlor?
Since we're playing Flage, I think I'm going to get Elegant Parlor to try to set up a Flage as fast as possible. Because Flage for Nick could very much flip this game
it
right
could
now.
just win the game.
Yeah.
Alex gets 3 looks at a Lightning Bolt.
Yep. Nick drew another land, it looks like. Yep. I think we're just done here.
Alex gets 3 looks at a Bolt.
So, like, so we're also getting close to just the Flage coming back. We have 2 cards, 3 more cards. We get to pitch 2 to this Fable. Do we have a card in hand to pitch to this Fable?
There's an Elegant Parlor.
So we might
So
just
no cards in hand.
No cards in hand. So this will set us.
So we surveil, we dump into the graveyard, we draw for turn, we discard it, we're 1 short.
Depending on what we draw. If we draw a fetch land off of the discard, or any... like.
Oh, actually, we just have 6 mana, huh?
Yeah.
So
like,
it can
we
be any
can
2
very
mana or less
easily
spell.
get a lethal kill here.
Leave
And
that
we
on
topped
top.
it, so that just
So the game's
that's
over.
almost certainly just lethal, yeah.
I will not discard
I don't
this
want
card
to
I
discard
just
it.
topped.
Attack, Both you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a complete kicking.
Yep. Yeah, Nick flooded out there in the middle of that game.
Notably, if Nick had runner 2 burn spells, Alex died. He was at 5.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If those 2 lands had been burn spells, we get in there.
Yeah, so the burn deck didn't draw burn spells.
Yeah, and died, which is par for the course, right?
Yeah.
Round 2. Hey, look, it's me.
Hey, look, it's you.
And then Malachi on fucking shifting Omni.
Yeah,
I guess is the way to call it. What do people call this?
I believe I had it as like Omni Woodlands or something like that.
I almost want to call it Omnitel, and it's very much not.
Right.
I've taken the if it ain't broke, don't fix it, dog. I'm still playing Murktide. This deck is so good.
Sure. There's a tragedy.
There's a tragedy?
Yeah. This is Malachi's last event.
It is.
Malachi moving to Texas, so unfortunately will not be joining us in the near future, at least, for commentary or our modern events. We love Malachi. We wish him the best. But yeah, this is the last event that he got to play in. He literally, after this event, went home to continue packing.
Yeah, my dude came in, was like, I'm here. I'm gonna play this event. Malachi with a cool deck choice.
This deck is super cool.
It's cool. It's seeing a lot of push by Spike, who I do believe designed this build of it.
Yeah, this is definitely a deck that was picked up from Spike's Moxfield.
Yep. The Bloomborough buff of just here's another Malevolent Rumble.
Yeah, the cash grab.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what put the deck over the edge, right?
Exactly. Like it was too inconsistent before, and now it's pretty consistent.
So does Mulch not quite do it?
I don't think Mulch is legal.
Mulch is legal. It was in Innistrad.
I'm gonna read Mulch. I'm pretty sure.
Mulch is mill 4. You can put all lands into your hand.
Probably not, because so I think cash grab is strictly better than Mulch.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you can get your Fables, your Spyros, whatever else it is you're looking for, but they both mill and you find the woodlands either way.
Yeah,
obviously not being able to grab your Karn.
I think the reason why
I understand why we're playing cash grab, and I'm not trying to argue that Mulch is better. I'm saying, was Mulch not good enough to make the deck playable before cash grab got printed?
Fair. So I'm gonna take a weird play here. I've made this play a lot, and it never feels good.
This is fine.
Because we sack
our you don't get your Orc
to
Army,
just deny mana.
It doesn't matter.
Also,
Billy, you play Legacy, you play the card Wasteland. Shut up.
I know, but dude, Orcish Bowmasters is such a relevant threat versus this deck. It's crazy.
Fable, Spyro,
Ring, Crystal Brand.
True.
Just having the Bowman in play and denying the mana, I think, was fine.
Yeah.
Attack for 1. I just noticed we don't have a life counter for this game. That's probably my fault. My phone is awful. It dies in an instant, so I don't tend to use it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess me and Malachi just didn't track it.
You monsters.
I should be at 17 currently because I have Fetch Shock, and Malachi should be at 18, I believe. Here is my friend and Lord and Savior Psychic Frog.
Yeah, that tracks. All of that made sense to me. Yeah. Billy, that card kills people.
It kills people real good, dog.
Holy crap.
Beseiju is land for church, right?
Yeah,
Beseiju, not Woodland.
Yeah, so I knew this was Malachi's last event, so when he asked me to build this deck, I made sure to use the shiny...
The prettiest thing we can get.
Because I know he loves that thing. He's actually been trying to get it off me. I need to mail it to him. I'm just going to send it to him.
Here's a gift, dog. Party gift. We'll miss you.
Something.
Get a Fable. So, notably, no Omni scene. I think we're
Yeah.
How many cards now?
15 Rumble, Cash Grab, Rumble. That's 12 plus Draw Steps plus Surveil.
Yep. So, I guess we still are playing Beseiju for turn.
Yeah.
Because we didn't pick another land.
Yep. We have a Woodlands there.
We do?
Yeah. Sorry, not a Woodlands. Wooded Foothills.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Anyway, we have a fetch land in hand.
Yep. I think I'm do the same thing I did last turn, where I'm just gonna be I'm not gonna jump the frog if you want to lose some mana.
We have a cash grab.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Spell snare it.
I don't like that.
I'm coming to the conclusion we've not hit the Omni yet. I need to keep it out of the graveyard.
Sure.
Like, if you have to play a Spyro to put an Omni in the yard, you're tapping out. I'm
Yeah,
taking you for a lot of hits.
There's another Rumble.
Yep.
Rumble plus Woodwinds equals Rumble into Spyro.
No, we're mana short, right?
No, because we get
Rumble gets a mana. Yep. Notably, we need to fetch a red to do that. But yeah, here's another Rumble.
Yeah, I believe this deck is on the full 4 Stomping Ground.
Yep.
Okay.
Still no Omni. Picks up.
We did get a Shifting Woodwind.
Okay. Here's this.
So there's that. Now Wooded Foothills, fetch a red source. Nope, we didn't do that.
We do have a Fable in our hand, though. What?
No, we have a Spyro.
I thought we had a Fable.
I see Ring. I thought it was Spyro, Ring, Karn, Wooded Foothills. I think.
I'm wondering if I jump
the frog.
Nope,
that's a Fable.
Yeah. Do I jump the frog here?
So I missed a card?
I guess. Just missed.
Maybe Spyro's there, for sure.
So blocking this. Maybe we wanted to block this frog, like...
Maybe.
I'm still just fine making this play, though. Like, I'm pretty sure my hand is, like, all interaction. At this point, I need to keep an Omni from hitting the graveyard.
It's a Utopia Sprawl.
Not exactly what I want to see.
Nah, it's, like, we don't mind having more mana, like... But, yeah, it's...
Oh.
What's up?
I just had a thought that won't be relevant until next round.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, so we can... If we want to play one of our 4s, we can Sprawl first. We can use the Besager to put the Sprawl in the forest.
Which looks like what we're doing.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's correct. You just get the Sprawl in there.
Sprawl's fine. I believe this one was naming red.
It almost always does.
4 mana, ring.
Yep. Counter
no,
spell.
No, thank you. I don't want to play against that. Like, I have the Bowman, but I just don't want to give you this option. I'd rather draw a card off this frog. Which will finally connect for the first time.
Stop!
Oh, okay. Now we're playing fetch land and go. Okay, yeah.
Sure. Straightening up a little bit. Discard the frog. Short. What's up?
I was trying to see, because I tried to make it a point to grab the dice that had a 1 on it for frog all the time. I just did not grab it here.
Yeah, so these dice that we got from friend of the shop, David Shank, one of our drafters, are some old casino dice. So they are drilled through, so that they can't be
reused.
Yeah. Which is super useful for the camera in that they're large and we can see them. Except the one, which is drilled straight through.
Yeah. So we have. Sorry.
Just a little awkward. That said, there's obviously a dice on that frog.
Yep.
And the only number we can't see is a 1, so we can extrapolate that it's a 1.
What if I am representing 0 counters?
Then you shouldn't have a dice on your thing.
We had a 7/7 Murktide come down. By the way.
Did.
That's some stupid shit. I've not kept up with Malachi's life total, but I'm pretty sure you've been taking 2/2, took 4 there.
He didn't take 2 at a time, right?
One.
He blocked the frog like 2 turns in a row.
4.
Blocked the frog like 2 turns in a row. Right?
I think we lost 7 life. I think we should bet 13.
Sure.
Anyway, here's a ring. That card's fucked. I love it.
Yeah, like so there's mixed feelings on the ring from me, right? Like one, it's very clearly one of the best cards in the format.
100%.
Just period, right? Like name every card that is legal in Modern and the ring is somewhere in the top 5, 10, whatever metric you feel like using. It's somewhere up there, right? Yep. That said, I don't actually think the card is too powerful for the format. I think the counterplay to the card exists in multiple different avenues.
Very much.
There's plenty of exile effects. So, like, if we're talking about a card that comes down, draws a card, and gets exiled, who cares? There's plenty of cards that are 2-for-1s in the format.
We have plenty of ways to skirt the damage prevention.
At the end of the day, it's a 4-mana sorcery.
Yep.
I don't know if you've heard of my friend Spell Pierce, but that card is still legal in this format.
It's very good. Force of Negation also be very good with this.
Yup.
Just we can name like a ton of it.
Yeah, so like there is tons of counterplay to the One Ring existing. The thing that people don't like is this, right?
Yeah.
The One Ring came down and you basically untapped and said go.
Yeah. Which like feels bad, but at the same time I don't know, man. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, like I think it enables a lot of really cool, interesting strategies.
That was the next thing I was going to bring up. Like, in Modern, if you look at the top, let's say, 10 decks in the format, the only one-ring decks in the top of the format are... That's a subtlety for the card.
I did not see what I pitched, though. Unfortunately,
it's very glary.
No idea. Yeah, maybe a Tameo, because it has a little jewel symbol, and not many of my cards still have that aren't like Counterspell or Spell Pierce.
Okay.
And Tameo.
All right. But yeah, if you look at the top handful of decks in the format, just by popularity, the only ones at the top of the meta that play the One Ring are the big mana decks.
Yes.
So like things like Titan, like Tron, that kind of thing.
Titan, Tron, Jeskai Ring's like a different thing where you're a control deck trying to bridge the gap into a ring.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then every other like mid-range or aggressive leaning deck is like, nope, don't get this thing out of here. I don't want a 4-drop.
So I actually do want to. I have a small, like not necessarily a counterpoint, but more news on recent events.
Is that the Boros Energy deck tried the ring and is immediately kicking it back out for Fable?
Awful.
Yeah.
Also, so do the Boros Energy speaking players. Of Fable, play my Fable, die.
Love it.
Yeah. I just have enough to pump my exile my cards.
I mean, you have a giant Murktide. You have a frog that can pump the giant Murktide. Yeah. Like, there's no good things. Are you showing him what you're sideboarding? What was that?
I think I tried to show the camera. Basically every removal spell in the world came out. Yeah. Just like removal spells. I had a copy of
Fatal Push your Spyro.
That sounds so good, Chief. I actually ended up keeping, and I think, like, the Go for the Throat and the Feed the Cycle. Feed the Cycle kills Karn, and the Go for the Throat could kill a Gristlebrand that was Woodland or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Yep, that all makes an amount of sense.
My sideboard plan was we have a Cling, 2 Spellbomb, 2 Harbingers, and Unmoored Ego.
Okay.
So, just like, hey, a lot of combo hate, basically.
Yeah. You want to be interacting with Malachi's graveyard more than you want to be interacting with what he has in play.
Exactly.
With this list.
So Darkslicks go off of Forest, Utopia Sprawl, Basic Mountain.
This could be a turn 2, like Harbinger Fable, turn 2, yeah. Okay.
Harbinger Tide's looking pretty shit right now, I gotta say.
Yeah, sure doesn't look like it does a lot.
Just not looking great. Here's a boy.
Had you watched Spike play this deck at all?
He's a little bit, yes.
Okay. Have you watched him hardcast the Omniscience because of Harbinger of the Tides?
I have heard about the lovely... Hey, dog, I'm at 8-9 mana. Omni? Here comes a Bowman.
Yeah, turns out...
Doing it in the main phase because there's no reason to hold it. I have to respond to the trigger itself.
Sure.
Yeah. So here comes the trigger. Are we still pitching cards?
Nope.
4 mana.
Makes sense. You tapped out. Here's a
ring. Yep.
Got a Force?
I believe we're about to have a Judge Call.
Okay.
It's very easy Judge Call. I think this is one of the first time Malachi's ever seen it.
Not appear to...
You'll see it in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like... Malachi is going to tap this ring, and I'm going to target my army.
Okay.
It's just going to be the small thing of if you didn't, you've never seen it happen before, it looks awkward, but it does.
Sure. Yeah. So you could also target the Goblin here, right? Like
I could, yeah,
but I understand.
It is what it is.
So for those not familiar with what we're talking about, Orcish Bowmaster deal whenever your opponent draws a card outside of their draw step. Orcish Bowmaster deals a damage to any target. Notably, Malachi has protection right now.
Yep.
And amass Orcs 1.
Yep.
Okay. So, if Malachi draws a card while he has protection, and let's say there's no other creatures besides the Orc plus Billy as he can target himself.
Also, did you see me fuck up twice there? Tried to play an Undercity Sewers. It must be Watergrave.
And then almost Unmoored Ego targeting the player that can't be targeted.
Yeah.
But you caught yourself.
I caught it. I'm very glad I caught it.
So here we go. So yeah, Malachi's going to tap. You're going to point to your Orc army.
Yep.
And
then Malachi's going to go, huh?
Okay. So, all right. So to get back to this explanation here. The reason that this works, we have the Orcish Bowmaster targeting the 1/1 Orc army, and the army is not going to die to that 1 damage.
These are state-based actions.
Because the entirety of the effect has to resolve, which is 1 damage and amass 1, which means by the time the game checks to see if it had taken lethal damage, it has grown by 1. It is very similar to the Lightning Bolt Tarmogoyf situation, for those of you old enough to remember when that was relevant.
Yep.
But basically, the damage doesn't kill immediately. The game has to have a moment to check to see if a creature died. And that doesn't happen until the stack tries to move on, basically.
Yep. Another Utopia Sprawl coming from Malachi.
Many mana from
we
that
have
forest.
so much mana at this point. Like, I debated for a second on blocking the goblin with my army because we attack, but I'm like, dog has just like
No, that's
so much
that's
mana.
2 treasures. Yeah. That's Sink into Stupor.
Sink into Stupor.
So we have Subtletied and now Sink into Stupor this card.
No, Subtlety was the last game for lethal.
Oh, okay.
The Sink is the first time. So notably, this Sink into Stupor is like almost exactly what I wanted to do with this because I had the ego in hand. I like aggressively. See, I think I rather go for the payoffs than the omnis.
That's a
cash grab.
That is a good cash grab right there.
That is a very good cash grab. We've hit a Karn, a Woodland.
Take the land. Take the Karn.
Sprawl. So I think we're counting Delirium currently.
Sure.
I think
that makes sense.
Yeah, debating on whether we take the Karn and lose Delirium.
We've got Enchantment Instant Land.
Yeah, so if we take the Karn, we lose Delirium, but we also have 2 cards.
True.
The problem is... I flashed Unmoored Ego.
Yeah, I don't know if that matters. Because, like, whether it's in the graveyard or in his hand, you can get it with the Unmoored Ego.
Exactly, but that's why I'm saying against taking the card. You don't want to take it here.
Oh, because it would leave him with 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could take a land. I mean, it's pretty bad either way, right? Like, if I Unmoored Ego and take your Delirium and your card from your hand, you're not feeling great.
It's not good.
So we chose the card.
Yeah. Go.
Pass.
Yeah, go.
Untap draw.
Yeah. Hey, there's the sewer that you...
Yeah, no, it's just a weird turn to let me...
Subtlety
gone. Cast Unmoored Ego, target you.
Yep. Hey, Billy.
What's up?
What do you want to name?
I'm going to name Karn the Great Creator, not Close Chief. Alright, so y'all are seeing Unmoored Ego and Orcish Bowmasters do its thing all at once. It's pretty dope.
So this is 3 mana, double Thoughtseize you, kill your Kiki, attack for 4?
Probably. I think I actually killed a token here because for some reason I think... Oh, also triggers.
Yikes. Now we kill the token.
Now we kill a token.
No, we got to kill the Kiki just because of the Karn, right? Like, you're going to hit 2 of them, he gets to draw 2 cards?
Yep.
So that reflection was dead.
Yep. So now we're getting the card. I'm going to get the other 2 from the deck, and then we're going to have 2 more draw triggers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now I get to kill the reflection, and then we get to bash for 7.
Yeah.
And this game is rapidly approaching
the end. Before we activated the ring, you were only attacking for 4 after killing the reflection.
Yep. Also, I think it was just a little bit of a panic from Malachi. Like, tapping the ring and finding another Karn would have been
it would have been the worst.
Yeah.
Actually the worst.
Yep. So, this is up.
Alright.
Attack.
So...
I think I don't pump my army correctly.
It sure looks like
it should be 6.
Yeah. Sure looks like you don't have enough counters on there.
I think I got confused by the ring. Well, shit.
That might be true.
Yeah, I think in between the ring and the Unmoored Ego
you weren't
triggers,
expecting to activate in the middle of the... middle of all that happening. I gotta say, Billy, considering Malachi's ways of, like, accomplishing things involve drawing cards...
It's kind of rough.
Yeah.
So Malachi is attempting to target an Omni here, and we go, hey dog, you don't have Delirium.
Yeah. That's true.
So now we're thinking about it, trying to do math for it, I believe.
We still don't have life total, so I have no idea how close to dead we are.
I believe we are on... I believe we're dead to the attack plus the ring.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though. Yeah, I'm sorry about the life totals. That is completely my fault. I didn't even think about it. So play a land. Crack a land.
That does not get us closer to Delirium, but maybe we surveil.
Maybe we could try surveilling.
Yeah. We need...
That is a surveil land.
We need sorcery or creature.
Because Planeswalker's gone. We can't get that anymore.
Yeah, but sorcery, creature, artifact are all viable.
Yep.
So if we see a ring, we have Delirium. If we see a Spyro, we have Delirium. If we see...
Notably, I don't know what's... I think Malachi's hand is, like, mainly land. So, like, even if we get the Omni online, like...
like, if we have... That's a Seed of Hope at the front, so, like, we get to dig. That's a Spyro.
It also gives us Delirium, too.
Oh, true. So, if the Seed of Hope... No, Seed of Hope is an instant. So it only maybe gets us Delirium.
I need to check that.
I'm sure of it. Seed of Hope and Cash Grab are instants.
So it's going to make this play look
Rumble
a lot
and
worse
Traverse are sorceries.
I Force of Negation this card because I thought I gave him Delirium.
It would have. That was a Traverse. Traverse would have given him
Delirium.
was
Traverse.
Okay. Yeah, he still has Seed of Hope in hand.
All right.
But he cast Traverse. And that, in fact...
Yep. And then we cast a Pyro into Triggers of the Moment again.
Yeah, make a guy shoot
I'm
stuff.
just shooting. Honestly, I just shot him. Yeah, like, that ring is... You can't tap this ring ever again at this point. Like, we've taken at least 6 off of Bowman triggers alone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, turns out Orcish Bowmaster very good against the deck trying to pack Spyro and Fable and the One Ring.
Yeah. I'm deciding that this Bowmasters will win this game. I don't need this Sparktide Regent. Cling to Dust.
Sure. Get rid of the Omniscience.
Yep. Just try to take as many options out of here as possible. I have enough to escape it again if we can put another Omni in the yard.
Yeah. And notably Woodwind's targets. Never mind.
Also, Harbinger of the Tides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Attack on my 6/6, which should be an 8/8, theoretically. Oh, we've taken 8 from the Bowmasters.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because we missed the 2 counters at some points.
Yeah, but at least one of those had to target itself.
7, yes. So we've taken 7 from Bowmasters.
Didn't 2 of it also target the reflection of
Son of a bitch, we've taken so much.
Yeah,
I just wish I had
there's so many things that have shot
yeah.
all over the place. Like, it is what it is.
But, I mean, this looks like a pretty hard place to come back from.
Yeah, I was going to say, it turns out, regardless of life totals, we can kind of, like, see this game and how it's going.
We have definitely locked out most options here. Like, we just have rings right now that we're drawing to, and, like, Spyros, which don't help with the Bowmasters.
Yeah, I mean, they don't help with the Bowmasters, but they sure block Bowmaster forever.
Yeah, but, like, not even necessarily, because, like, the next couple of Spyros he would play, I could just start shooting the tokens and leaving the Spyros, and then they block, but then they can come back later, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, from the
maybe I'm just going. Maybe it's just correct to go face. Oh, I think we tried to cast a Spyro here, and because of the Harbinger, I'm almost certain one of these sprawls was on green.
Oh.
So I don't think we even have the red to cast this.
If one of the sprawls is on green, we still theoretically should be fine. There's a mountain
over
there.
Well, he, like, used his mana awkwardly, I think is the problem. Because these are not mountains. Or at least one of them isn't.
Yeah, one of them is a mountain.
So he announced using the green, the red off of the sprawl earlier,
Gotcha.
Which is why.
Okay.
Yeah, this is getting awkward.
Well, I guess we Fable then.
We really don't have another option. Yeah.
It's another dude, right? Like, it's another blocker.
Is this actually any removal to kill this Harbinger, or is it just now the Harbinger is hanging out?
What's a removal?
Okay, that seems correct, yeah.
I have probably something in the Karn board.
Yep.
Would be my guess.
Attack for 6, jump block.
Yes.
Just gonna hope this ring bleeds you out.
Uh-huh. That's a land. Woo! Lands.
Woo!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now we have
7.
Green, red floating.
8. We could have 8 mana this turn.
Spyro resolves. Yep, Spyro resolves. The happy thumbs up of Sure Dog. I'll shoot you for 2 more.
Ow.
Should be a 10/10 token. I'm gonna forever remember why my Bowman token should be much cooler. So we found a forest and a rumble.
So we have a green floating.
Yes,
theoretically,
we have to use both red there.
Yeah.
So green floating
and 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Spyro, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, this is just one of the things. It's like, even if we find the Omni, like, we're just so far behind. I don't know.
We had an Omni in hand a minute ago, unless we discarded it.
Yeah. So, like, actually,
we're just we're off it.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. Just one of those things where it's like, after the Karns are gone.
Yeah.
What is the win condition is literally just Little Dude Beats and Gristlebrand, maybe?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have round 3. It's me again. It's your boy.
Yeah. So there were 4 people at 2-0.
Yep.
After the first 2 rounds. And
worth noting, we had round 1 buys for people who did the best.
Sorry. So
yes.
The people who won their season in the respective formats were all given a bye for the Invitational.
Yes.
So in this case, that was Alex Gilmore, who ran away with Modern.
Just absolute Chad.
Something like 20 points ahead.
Yeah.
Louis, who did the same thing for Draft,
yep.
just absolutely ran away with it. And then Ron got the bye for Standard.
Yep.
And we wound up with one random bye in round 1 only. We had an even number of players, but 3 byes given for the seasons, because Legacy, even though we were planning on using it for the Invitational, stopped firing the week before the season started.
Just sadly unfortunate.
Yeah, people just stopped showing up.
I think it was a mixture of like the sticker goblin ban and then just lack of interest.
Yeah, the Mike Pedito being one of the people that was pushing for us to have Legacy in the first place, along with you yourself.
Yep.
And then, Pedito, Sticker Goblin got banned, and then he was a sad Pedito.
Yep.
And I was happy, because I hate that card. I hate that card
most people
so much.
Unfortunately, I love you. Most people who played Legacy were happy. That deck was like...
I don't care if that deck was good. I don't care if it was good. I don't care if it was bad. Nothing to do. I hate the stickers. I hate them so much.
Just a logistical nightmare if you were there at MagicCon Chicago as well. So we have Alex Longorio's here.
Surprise.
Yep, surprise. Geez, thought season depending my little friend here. Am I forcing this? I don't remember if I decide I'm going to go this hard into this Tameo here or not.
Like, it does recoup the card disadvantage, right? Like, if you force this pending, Tameo does get you your card back pretty quick.
So. I do also have...
Nope. Tameo down.
So we took the spell snare. I have a counter spell in my hand as well.
Okay.
We're also just on mono blue mana though at the moment. We're a little bit unfortunate.
Sure.
So I think I have a fatal push, a force negation, a counter spell, and an unknown.
Billy, what's the name of that land?
Sulphurous Springs.
No.
It's close. I thought I was correct.
Is it? I'll be shocked.
It's very close.
Man, I will be blown away. There's no way. Sulphur Springs is the black-red ping land.
I think you're right. Sulphur Springs MTG. I was wrong.
Sulphur Springs is the black-red ping land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look this up while we...
Yeah, that card's old, like me. That card's from Ice Age.
I know it is something sulfuric and or springs.
Probably Springs. I'd go with Springs.
Let's see. Grief coming in.
It's not sulfuric. Sulfuric implies like
sulfuric.
Sulfuric?
Sulfuric. I was so close, Chief. We would have vote grief here getting counterspell.
Soporific?
I'm not trying.
Soporific. That's ific.
I would like to give myself the gold star for trying.
Anyway, that's why we just leave it as sinking.
So horrific, I guess. That's so weird, yeah. Anyway, it's a land.
If anybody smarter than me wants to tell me what the hell that word means,
please, in the comments below, let us know.
Yeah, give me something. I'm just a dumb old man.
We got to up that engagement, Chief. Let us know. So, we've seen a lot of stuff happen. Sorry, we've been kind of talking.
It's your fault for flipping the land.
Look, man, all I gotta say is if I played Belcher, I want you to know I would sit there and painstakingly flip over every one of those lands.
Oh my god, I would die.
I would slow your game to a crawl, Chief.
Billy, the only person that gets draws with Belcher.
All right, so we have a large Murktide Regent coming down.
That's a fella.
He works. Chad. That's a 6/6. He's not very large, but he's large enough.
It's big enough.
Instead of Goryo's, no spell pierce. Stop. Stop it!
No, stop, Mr. Gilmore.
All right, can this Murktide? Oh, well, it certainly can try to carry its way to victory. It won't, though.
I see Frog Solitude Unknown.
Oh, it's rough.
Here's a frog.
Yep, just a good magic card.
Little fella, just a funny little guy.
Look at him, he's a little adorable.
Just a funny little guy.
She's passed. Don't want to use the Solitude just yet. I guess we could try to hold out for the 5th mana. Here comes a Scalding Tarn. I have no idea what my hand is at this point. I think there's a Force Negation that we know of.
Okay. In for 6.
Take 6. Go to 9. Feeling okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Now
push
we feel
this frog.
Great.
Yep. Oh yeah, we knew that push was there. That was part of the original thought seeds.
Okay.
Because I was stuck on mono blue.
Right.
So now we're hanging out. I see a force and another card I flipped too far to go. The problem is boy, does this force not check the solitude at all.
I think that's an ephemerate.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, okay. So we're Nope.
Pitching an Atraxa.
Pitching an Atraxa.
For a solitude.
Just get rid of this.
Game 6.
Yep.
Now we do have an ephemerate.
And now we do have the ephemerate.
I probably spend the force here to not have to play against the solitude, or I just let it happen.
Yeah, like you're not.
You know what? I'm willing to bet you that I'm about to cast Go for the Throat or Feed the Cycle in a second.
Sure.
Never mind. We fetch tap land.
That's fine.
No
you can
fucking
untap
clue what
and
I'm
do
doing.
it. It's fine. You don't need to do it during Gilmore's end step here. He has mana up.
Toxic Deluge for
sure.
3 would also work.
Not bad, especially after gaining 6.
Yep.
It was very nice of
Not bad.
Solitude to give you the life to pay to kill the Solitude.
Exactly. Let's play a land. We know my hand is exactly force negation, so we are soft to exactly Agorio's there, I think.
Sure.
What is Alex's hand currently?
Well, he just drew a card for turn, so that's his hand.
What is it though?
An ephemerate.
Ephemerate. Okay, so we're hanging out.
I'm
This
getting
is where
used to these Japanese Strixhaven ephemerates.
This is where I think I had a conversation recently with you. Man, I wish I had a second Surveil land in this list because
Gotcha.
I just fetched 2 Water Graves for no value.
Sure.
Here's a Bowman on step. Just try to get some pressure going.
I mean, Gilmore's at 8. That's
Yep. This is a 4 turn clock.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Frog.
Oh,
And we still know the force. So now we're looking in a pretty good spot here.
that was a good series of
It was a good
top
series.
decks.
It was a good series of topics. This is what Frog's very good at, just like putting us in the scenario, then going, "All right, Chief, I'm back." It's not as good as Jeskai Ring, but just good card quality.
Sure. So what's the we both know that I enjoy this deck as well.
Yes.
What would you say the reason to play something like a Dimir Frog over something like a Jeskai Control is? Why do you want to do one versus the other?
So Dimir Frog is much better suited to beat combo decks like Goryo's Storm and other things. Jeskai Control can kind of beat up Storm by having access to some weird Dranith or
good
Damping
sideboard
Sphere
cards.
Speed. Yeah, but just in the blind. This deck just has a matchup versus basically everything, and I think that's why I like it. It feels like Jund. Hey dog, I can play this deck well and do whatever. Here's a Psychic Frog.
Opposing frogs.
Yep.
Dueling frogs, one might even say.
Are you ready to watch the saddest thing ever?
I consider it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Got rid of a Darkslick Shores.
It did. So currently Alex has 1 card in hand, I have 2 cards in hand. We both know about the force negation that's in my hand. If it was revealed on turn 1. Here's a fucking attack for some reason.
You have 2 cards, he has 1.
Yeah, so here's where I realize I don't want to discard my cards.
Then don't.
I know, but now his frog can smack me if it wants. And this attack was bad.
Sure.
Yeah. I realized this, you can literally watch my realization in real time here.
Gilmore also doesn't want.
Yep. We have an ephemerate. His frog is protected from removal, I believe. And then here followed up, I believe, actually maybe not right now, but I spoiling.
He said
this.
go.
He said go.
That means he didn't hit you with the frog.
True.
See, it was a good attack.
Here's a go for targeting the frog, walking directly to the ephemerate.
Yeah.
This is a point where, so Gilmore's at 5, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 cards in hand. If I force this, it's not lethal.
You can pay for the force.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's still not
lethal.
yeah,
you're one
it's
short.
1 short.
Sure.
So I debated on this for a minute. I was like, how hard do I want to push this? It's so tough because if this works and then I draw nothing, I believe Alex. So we just let it go.
Yeah.
And we pass.
Yep.
Untap. We're just gonna let the ephemerate fizzle.
Yeah. We want the option to attack with the frog.
Yep. The pass here. Draw for turn. Just continually back and forth. I don't feel like I can attack relatively. Now we're both sitting at. I think I have 3 cards. He has 2.
Yeah.
Another frog.
Okay.
Solitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no way to really answer this, as we know my hand is a force, an unknown. Which I don't think the unknown is relevant.
I think we're 3 ephemerates down though.
True. So there goes a frog. I go up to 18.
You could have discarded cards to gain more life, Billy.
No, don't you dare. Malachi doesn't deserve the further kicking of this.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
It did happen to Malachi.
That wasn't. That's not where that was directed.
We love Malachi also.
I can love somebody and point out the things they do wrong.
That's fair.
I am not above these options.
I'm wondering if I should have just blocked with my two little boys here. Like, just throwing the Bowmans underneath the bus. Now we're going for another attack here.
You have more cards again, right?
Yep. Discard a card.
Now, Gilmore discards.
So we... Gilmore thinking in response.
Ooh.
You ready to see pain incarnate?
Blah.
The draw steps were Solitude. You can just see my sadness response.
Hey, you know the card he didn't play?
It's a Gorgios.
It's a Tainted Indulgence.
Oh, oof.
So he would have been up cards on you and been able to beat your frog anyway.
Yeah. I thought it was a Furios. I'm pretty
sure looked like a Tainted.
Because I'm almost certain I'm about to, like, just be incredibly...
Oh, that might happen, but I'm pretty sure the card in hand is a Tainted. That's a Force?
Just aggressive shuffles.
Yeah, but also just barely off where we can see.
Yep.
If I get rid of that stupid bar that I use to display all of the information that's relevant to the game.
I like the relevant information. It gives you a nice little like window to stare at everything.
Also, I always found camera angles that just stare at people's laps awkward.
Yeah, same. Yeah, this game's slipping away. Drew a land for turn. Like, we still just know I have a force.
Is Orcish Bowmaster good against double Solitude Frog?
Not normally. Here's a Cling to Dust, I guess.
Sure. You can draw a card.
I can draw a card. So I pull the Gorgios to the front because I think I just want to draw a card and just, like, I don't, like, nothing spell-wise is relevant to exile here. That's a force negation.
That's pretty good.
I have to force here because I have nothing else going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to fix my mana tapping situation, but yes. Draw a card. Preordain.
Sure. Draw more cards.
There's two cards that don't matter.
That was a land force.
Yep.
And you took that one off screen. I didn't see it.
Here,
Preordain is not a land.
Yep.
Sink It to Stupor is. Preordain isn't.
Yeah. Just the back-to-back solitudes really hurt here. It's just one of those things where I'm wondering, even watching this game, I didn't really do the math. If I had been aggressive with that force on the ephemerate with the frog, could I maybe have chipped him out before we got to this point? I don't know.
Sure.
I think I was playing safe, maybe too safe. Who knows?
I don't know. Force is a real awkward card in this matchup. Like you kind of need it to be able to fight the Gorgios sometimes.
Awful versus the backup plan.
Yeah, it's bad against everything except the Gorgios itself, really.
Exactly. Yep. So
he's gained so much life.
Yeah, I know. We literally went from 4 to 20. It's rough.
Ugh.
Like, I'm just like, get me out of here. I don't know.
This is terrible.
Everyone's dead.
Taking my ball, going home.
Yep.
All right. So, game two. Well, I guess I never actually finished saying it. You guys were 2-0s, and you decided to play out this round.
Yes.
The other table of 2-0s decided to ID this round. They just wanted to get to the cube draft.
Yeah, they were like, just get me out of here.
At least one of them was Louis, who is not a modern player, and was very happy to just have his 2 wins and be done.
Yep.
So, favorable pairings, and he's just like, I just want to get to the draft. That's where I shine.
Yep.
That's how I got here.
Yep, that's fair. Turn 1 out Spellbomb.
Turn 1 Nile Spellbomb.
Love that. Very pretty, too.
I do like old border things. I wish there was a foil.
There's not a foil of this?
I don't think so. Isn't the Nile Spellbomb from the
it's
Commander
from Brother
deck?
War's... Yeah, you're right. It's from Brother War Commander. Sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple cards from that Commander deck that I'm just like, ooh, and then I'm like, oh, there's no foils.
That would look really good.
Relic of Progenitus, I think.
Some of the artifact lands. I know Sea of the Synod got one. Great Furnace got one, I believe, as well.
Yeah, I could be wrong. These might be... No,
I think you're right. I don't think they had collector edition versions of those either.
No, they didn't. And Nile Spellbomb definitely isn't in the retro artifact section, the normal ones. Soul Guide Lantern is.
Fun fact, I missed my land drop, I think.
Wait, that's weird. They have Nile Spellbomb and Relic were both in the Commander deck?
Yeah, it's weird. I miss my land drop. I have a ton of just interaction, but nothing going on.
Well,
there's an ending.
Do you
That'll
think
be
that
problematic.
pending wants to target your cling
Almost.
something?
Here's a cling targeting a land. I need to draw a card.
Yep, love it.
I need to hit a land drop.
I mean, you're semi-safe. You have this spell bomb.
Exactly. It's not looking great though.
Like I think you might need to proactively spell bomb here though.
Fair.
Because Gilmore just showed you a pending.
And we have a Goryo's.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want him to go like land pending target spell bomb Goryo's in response.
Yeah.
Which looks like it might happen.
Notably did shock the sun.
Yeah.
So, representing something here.
Sure.
I am curious. Why did I shock the sun? I guess I want to draw a card.
Hopefully you have Spell Snare.
Anyway, here comes pending.
Pending.
In response, counter spell.
Okay. Yeah,
also fine.
That works.
Gilmore not wanting to just take the 1-for-1 for the bomb versus
the Goryo's.
Yeah. So we're just hanging out. I am treading water.
You're fine.
Yeah.
No, as long as this thing gets to sit and play. So if he went for the pending there, he almost explicitly had the Goryo's to respond.
That's why I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fight over the pending.
Yeah.
Like I lose my card draw on my spell bomb, but like if this just resolves, my spell bomb's still here.
Right.
And it's either I trade 1-for-1 for a Goryo's and an Atraxa, or I get to trade 2-for-1 later.
Yeah. I obviously we didn't get a chance to look at your hand. If you have Spell Pierce or Spell Snare, you probably just crack the spell bomb in response.
And then we get the Goryo's
you fight
out
the Goryo's. Yeah.
But
yeah, if the card in your hand is counterspell explicitly, then I think the play you made is what I would have done.
Looks like was that a Goryo's picked up for that turn by Alex?
Not sure. I saw us bin the Ephemerate. I think I see land. Bowmaster's not terrible here.
Yep, get the Bowman in.
Start poking for one.
Yep. Just need to get something going on.
Yeah.
Like, literally, worst case scenario, I'm literally just attacking for 1 a turn. Like, you can only block one of these guys.
Yeah. Boop.
Attack. Block. Yes.
You got it.
Here comes
2 mana says.
Goryo's. So this reads second Goryo's.
Yeah. So
pay the black. Notably the
second Goryo's, and now we do have the Spell Pierce.
Yep. So now we just get a clean 3-for-1.
So once again, I think this is the second time we're trying to resolve the stack.
No, I think I actually made this comment.
Yeah.
But because the Spell Pierce puts the Goryo's in before the spell... No, one should still be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Got the one target.
I was right. I just announced the wrong Goryo's when we talked this conversation. Because I was talking about the one that Spell Pierce should be. For some reason.
No, the one that you spell pierced would have been exiled by the spell bomb because the spell bomb hasn't resolved yet.
Yep.
And the one that's on the stack under the spell bomb, the one that's forcing the spell bomb activation.
Ooh, Teferi time
should be in the graveyard. Again, I don't think it's ultimately relevant. The only way it becomes relevant for Gilmore's deck is if he doesn't have any other 2s and casts a Tainted Indulgence.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's the only thing that makes it relevant. He doesn't have a way to get back instants and sorceries.
So we have a Teferi come down and uptick.
Sure.
Preordained, I'm going to ship a Tamiyo and a Spell Pierce, because both those seem pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, you got value out of the Spell Pierce you had, but, like, that's probably not happening again, right?
Yep. Looks like I'm just going for Alex's face. Can't really clear this Teferi anyway.
Sure.
I get to play a Frog here, which is...
Ephemerate. Sure. Yeah, it's not like you can respond, so...
The Frog's not terrible, because it kind of... You want to bounce it, right?
Okay.
Oh.
I think he wanted to draw all 3 of those.
Yeah, I'm very glad to see those gone, personally.
Yeah.
We are now just on the mid-range plan from Goryo's most of the time here.
Alright, so upkeep, Ephemerate again.
Do it again.
Okay, this is better.
This is better. Probably taking a Thoughtseize to get an idea what's going on, I would assume.
Like, Force is less necessary here, I think.
Yeah.
Like, one, Force is only okay versus Frogtide. Like, I don't like, it's not a scary card for you.
At this point, you're more scared of me playing threats.
Right. And, like, that Teferi covers most of the things you would care to force anyway.
So, bounce the Bowman draw card. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The Frog is staying out, though.
For now. So, I think we Thoughtseize here.
Thoughtseize. Uh,
Alright.
Jesus,
Murktide,
a lot
go
of
for the
cards.
throw, push, Bowman, Frog.
Just,
Gas.
hey dog, I'm gonna try my best to win the mid-range fight, I think.
Yeah.
Is the plan here.
So, what do we take here? Probably the Murktide? Like, I know we just binned a bunch of Solitude, right? We binned
Yeah,
Solitude.
it looks like the same conclusion from him.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a way to deal with it,
It does
he's at
just
11.
kill
Like,
the,
that's
yeah,
a 2-turn
you'll
clock.
die very quickly.
And the Teferi just ticked down?
Yeah, the Teferi's also, like I said, the Teferi can get cleared by the Frog pretty easily next turn,
Yeah.
barring any interaction.
Well, Gilmore can play his own Frog here, potentially, right?
True. Does he go by for Frog?
I don't know.
I mean, I have a Frog checked about as hard as possible with the current hand, too.
True.
Yeah. See what happens here.
Tainted.
Tainted. While the Bowman's gone, makes sense.
Hang on. Do we not have a 2? Does it matter? Is this the exact situation I said?
I think it is.
We have 5, 4, 1.
No, it looks like it resolved
0?
and he didn't discard something.
5, 4, 1, 0, 3. There's a force. Okay. It
didn't
matter.
Did not matter.
It was so close to mattering.
Would have been pretty depressing if it did, actually. Go. Untap. Might work.
That it is a little funny. It was like it only matters if exactly this situation
the thing almost
comes up.
happens. Hold up. All right, so I'm almost certain jumping this Frog and just trying to clear this Tef, I would assume. Oh, we don't have to jump the Frog. Just kill the Archaeologist. It's less stuff in play.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Now, if he wants to kill something, it's an evoked Solitude instead of, like... Yep.
Going to 10.
We can still jump the Frog in response if it's not Solitude specifically.
I don't know what it would possibly be.
Yeah, me either. I'm just saying. He might sideboard something I'm not thinking of.
That's fair. It could be an ending still, right? Because we have upticked
yes,
the
we have
Teferi.
upticked the Tef.
No, we didn't. We downticked on the Bowman.
Was that this turn? It was this turn. Yeah, we went from up to 5 down to 2.
Yeah.
You're right.
So this is fetching a basic swamp.
Yep.
Off of Marshlands? I think it's a Marshlands.
I don't know.
It says
Zendikar ones are.
I don't know. Chief.
They're all the same.
Anyway, maybe another Tainted Indulgence.
You could lie to me if you play the Zendikar Expedition. Fetches. I have no idea what any of them look like.
Draw 2 more. This makes sense. Just do it while the Bowman's not here and I can't react with the Bowman.
That's true. Also, we're looking for Solitude.
Yep. Okay, so instead of pitching a card, I just sent both attackers at the Tef. And then I just get to kind of chill with my mana open, I think. Like, I don't even have to do anything.
And we know that your hand is all, like...
We have the Bowman
cards.
to just punish anything else in the future. Any more Tainted Indulgence get kind of rough.
Yeah, we've used, 2 of them already?
Yeah.
Surveil.
Notably, there's still a Cling in my yard and 1 mana off of it, but there is a Cling there.
Yeah. Cling costs $1 million to...
It's 3 and a black. It's only 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's exile like 1 million
5
cards, right?
No, it is just normal escape. Like, it's just a Titan.
I like that you say it's just normal escape, and my brain is always like, Underworld Breach is 3.
Yeah, Underworld Breach is the fucked up part. Okay, so there went a priest to the graveyard.
Sure. That's kind of like a hit.
It is kind of like a hit. A 1/4 is mildly annoying because I like my little dude attacking. See a Psychic Frog. Which we know is going to get obliterated.
Yeah. Well, there's another Archaeologist. Pending. Sure.
Yep.
Alright, so one of the Archaeologists drew a card, a la Pending.
Here comes
and the other one drew a card, a la putting a priest in the graveyard.
Exactly. It's always good. Plus, you're just establishing blockers.
Yeah.
Here comes the Bowman. He's tapped out. I know he can't Indulgence in response. I want to just keep it there to make it worse. It's that fucking Harbinger of the Tides I just drew. Did I board that in?
I don't know. It does not look particularly good here.
Yeah, no, I'm off of black mana if I do.
How many swamps do you play?
1. Literally the 1.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. We play 4 fetch lands to fetch it, so like technically 5, but like it's the worst land most of the time and only good if I'm on the moon plan. And I play it just to respect the fact that the moon plan is that good in some matchups.
Sure. Okay.
Thinking about this.
Yeah.
This has gotten to a weird board state.
We don't have good attacks here. Like,
I mean, I can
there's
start...
an 0-3 and a 1-4. You gotta start exiling your graveyard if you want to be hitting with the frog.
Which counteracts the cling. It's a little awkward.
Yeah. Like...
But to be fair, like, the cling's not too relevant with me still off a mana, but we know I'm trying to spell every turn of the game.
Right.
Okay, so tap in 4-2. Frog. Frog results. I swear to God, that's a Harbinger of the Titan in my hand.
Might be.
Huh. Frog resolves. Pitch tracks to the frog.
Sure.
Trying to set up a... Oh, here comes the priest.
Yeah. Notably can't counter this.
Yep.
Stupid activated ability. Stupid different activated
I have a cling
ability.
in my hand.
Oh.
Pain.
Oh.
I'll gain 3, Chief.
Oh. That's tough.
Yeah, that's huge tough right there.
Second cling.
So there's one in the main, one in the side. Flage is kind of rough for this deck.
Okay.
I knew there was going to be a decent amount of Flage, too. So I was just like, yeah, let's just run Flage. Push Frog.
Yeah, known Fatal Push. We knew this was happening.
Yep. Start exiling some extra cards.
We want to draw some cards. Yeah.
I would need to get this game over with. You said 6?
Yeah.
Do I have lethal?
No.
How many cards are in my hand?
Like 4.
Oh, 5. So I just get to kill next turn, I guess. If I really care.
Or if you assume he has nothing, yeah.
Yeah. Tap.
We found
Dark
a land.
Shores.
Land's not bad.
Not all.
Land is technically +1 card in hand.
So I think we only have 1 Solitude left in the deck from Alex, too. The Flawley's milled 2 this game.
Did they?
Yeah.
I only remember 1. Well, there's the 1.
Just the 1. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else exiled, because remember you hit with a spell bomb earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't remember what all was in there. But anyway,
Alex,
we didn't have it already there, so
Yep.
game 3. These games are slogs.
They are. It really is. Gorios can play the game after you interact with their turn, and you just have to survive the bombardment at the beginning.
But I was told combo decks fold when you interact.
Old ones, maybe. Old ones or bad ones, your choice.
Storm's a combo deck. It folds when I interact.
Kind of. Alright. Looks like, at the very least, Alex going to 6 here. Dotsies.
Yeah.
I guess
Target
we'll see how many
who?
cards in my hand.
Okay.
I kept 7. So, Cling, Murktide, Preordained Subtlety, and some lands.
That's 6, my guy.
Shit. Fuck.
Okay.
How did I get this far?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
What did we take?
Glare.
Glare.
All glare.
It was a preordained.
Oh, there you go. Shadow from the...
Let's go, my
from the
hand.
library. Love it. Alright, there's Plains. There's Priest. It's pretty good. Here's a Surveil Land.
Probably, I would assume, unless I have like a Fatal Push that I picked
you
up.
picked 1. You went boop on that life total. That's only
What if I'm
1.
making him guess? Like, what if I'm making him think while I'm searching?
You're not.
I'm not. I don't do that. I just click 3 every time.
Click the button.
Just click the button.
Click the button.
Play fast. The control player brain still stuck in me.
It's okay.
Goodbye, a land, I think.
Yeah. Looked like a land.
Either a Dark Slicker or Blue Delta, I believe.
Either way.
Basic Island go.
Sure. Notably my favorite basics.
I love them. Mine are signed too. My Swamp isn't, but I'll get it one day.
Yeah. The John Avon unhinged lands are my favorite basics.
100%.
They make me very, very happy. Like, I use some other pretty cool ones in certain decks.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some Mercadian Masks foils whenever I feel, like, particularly old.
Another Thoughtseize.
But yeah, the John Avons are gorgeous. And then they butchered them when they reprinted them in Double Masters and gave them a type line and all sorts of nonsense. I hate it.
Yep. I've drawn 2 lands per turn.
Good.
Yep. So this is the same hand minus the original card we took, and I've just found 2 lands. I believe this Murktide is going to be gone.
It has to be, right? It's the only castable card. Like, taking the Murktide also takes the subtlety.
True. I wonder if I'm going to get to the point where I'm just going to start clinging.
Hiya!
Attack!
Got him.
Card's so cool. Yeah, we're just clinging. Get a Thoughtseize out of here, I'll draw a card.
Give me Karad. Land.
Land. Now what? Go. We're just hanging out.
To be fair, so is the priest.
Yep. Archaeologist coming in. This could be spooky.
Yeah. Not spooky.
Picked a potato indulgence.
Yep. No land.
Yeah, we are just orcish bowmasters. Ping block
Boop
with my army, I assume.
Block. Yeah.
Yep.
And Gilmore misses his land drop.
Yeah, so like it's gonna be a weird experience where I have a lot of lands and Gilmore has none.
Yes.
It's really just gonna be who can capitalize first.
Yeah, and notably Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta attack check your opponent.
Yeah. What if he attacks you back?
I feel really sad.
In for 0.
In for 0.
Got him.
Get him. Arboreal Grazer, send a message.
Always.
Absolute staple.
People think it's cool attacking with Tameo. No.
No.
Arboreal Grazer was this for years.
Exactly. Let's look up the Spell Pierce.
Okay.
Yep. And we're gonna fire it off here to protect the bowman.
Sure. Do we really care about the bowman?
I mean, like, if you're attacking, if Alex is going to remove the bowman, I'm gonna care. Like that makes me think there's either like a Teferi or something.
Sure.
Here's a Tameo. We also had the land drop to hold up the subtlety that we know is still there, which I think is actually the last card in hand.
Okay. That's not a bad last card given where we're at, though we are not happy to about specifically just Agorios.
Yeah. Is there even a legend in the yard yet? I don't think there is.
So let's say we have Ephemerate in hand. We Ephemerate the Archaeologist and just find Agorios.
That's fair.
It can all happen off the back of a single Ephemerate, right?
Yeah. Tameo getting me a clue.
Yes, that's what she do.
Indulgence into the bowman.
Sure.
Like we just kind of have to. Triggers. They'll both go at Alex.
Sure. And now we have a duder.
Yep. Nope. Wrong way. So did we put a dude in the yard?
Did not look like it. Looked like we discarded Ephemerate.
Okay. Here comes the Underground Mortuary, I believe.
Yeah.
So now Atraxis
the one
Hardcast
green source in the deck.
Yep.
Never not funny.
Never not funny. Instead, I'm gonna crack a clue.
End step, we're gonna pitch a Solitude, I guess.
That makes sense, right? Counterspell Solitude.
Okay.
Yep. I like my board. It can stay.
Yeah. So you still had a bunch of mana open. I guess he knows about the subtlety.
Yeah.
So, that's a reasonable time to go for the Solitude if you know the subtlety's there when you tap below 4 mana.
Fair. So we get another attack in.
Yep.
Block 2. Take 1.
Yep.
Make a clue.
Tameo just doing Tameo things.
Literally just my favorite MH3 card. Still, I think.
I think Frog might be my favorite, but man, Tameo's up there.
Tameo makes me really happy. So we ephemerate the Archaeologist here.
Yeah.
There's another Priest.
Okay.
And some lands.
Well, you can no longer attack for damage.
So you
might be able to attack for damage.
Let's find out. There's a Frog.
There's can Gorios. No longer... No, you can attack now. Okay.
Still...
But there's a Gorios.
Also, but still no legend.
True.
I also have a Cling in my yard.
In your graveyard.
See, we know that.
Yeah. Gilmore knows that too.
The question is, do I know that?
Okay. Fair enough. Gilmore knows.
Remember the thing I was really sad about? I realized without the audio, we won't hear that.
I don't remember anything.
Oh. Sad. Also, 6 land, arguably not terrible here. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm about to say I can hold up subtlety while cracking this clue, and then I fetch out of subtlety anyway.
Let's go. That's how we do it.
Just solid plays here.
Fetch a Watery Grave, tapped while we're at it.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go, Billy.
That was a really bad play. 1 Solitude and I'm in shambles.
Yeah. In.
Take 1. Make a clue. Go. I
I like that Gilmore bothers to move his creature.
I know, it's like, I appreciate you making it clear for the audience at home, but we know you're never playing anything else. Ephemerate. Yeah, dog, keep going.
More Ephemerate.
3 mana?
Apparently not.
Force?
No
sure.
Ephemerate for you.
I must have a blue card in my hand.
Okay.
It's like, otherwise I'm tapping out a subtlety there, and that feels terrible.
Is subtlety what you're concerned about?
I'm concerned about Solitude exactly.
Sure. He's tapped down below Solitude, though. He has to pitch cast it.
That's fair.
Boop.
Boop.
Oh, no. Wait, did you target the Archaeologist?
Yep, I want to get rid of it.
Okay, no. That's... Okay,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
You didn't need to target it, because you amass orcs. You just kill it.
Oh, okay, cool.
He blocked.
Did I?
No, he took 2.
Okay.
Everything's right. He probably assumed you did it right, even if you didn't.
I'm pretty sure I pointed at the Archaeologist like a dummy.
It sure looked like it. That's why I was
so now here, Chief, here's the question. Do I remember I have a Cling?
Let's find out.
Because Alex dies to the Cling here.
Well,
let's remember. Let's find out, shall we?
Well, I see a Solitude.
That looks like I'm big stupid, to be completely real with you. Alright, my army's gone.
Well, that means you still have a Tameo.
Fair. So I think here I was doing the math. If I just flash the subtlety, is it lethal? And no, it's not.
Because he gains 3. He's at functionally 8.
Yep.
I was also checking that math. I was like, wait.
I also believe I have another Bowman in hand, which we might see here in a second.
How about we draw a card? And then...
Yep. Here's another Bowman.
Hiya. Boop.
Make it, dude. I still don't think this is lethal.
It's not.
Yep.
This is attack for 4, block
go to 7.
Bowman.
Take 5, go to 2.
Take 3, go to
3.
4. Yeah, we just stay at 4.
Well, no, you're taking 6. You're going to 1.
Why are we taking 6?
Subtlety.
1, 1,
Oh,
1,
I'm
1.
stupid. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
I'm terrible at this game. Anyway, I'll attack.
Yeah.
By Tameo, make a clue.
Attack for none.
2 mana.
Take
Frog.
none and like it. That card's lethal.
That card's very lethal. Yeah, this game brought to you by I clinged on like turn 2 and forgot about it.
That Cling was clutch too.
It was very good. The only problem is it's just in the yard and I haven't
Yeah.
adjusted my yard and I don't remember it's there.
Makes sense.
It surely won't be relevant twice.
Definitely not. Couldn't be.
Not at all. We're not unearthing another priest currently.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be relevant twice.
No.
Go to 1. Target Psychic Frog. To be honest, I don't think I would have cleaned that one.
Yeah. No, that one's fine. You let that happen. Yeah.
Alex, like, you have a clean!
All right. Billy lamenting it. All right.
Just the sudden realization of, oh god, you were dead last turn.
All right. So we are on round 4. Alex Bryan on the Obosh deck that we saw earlier.
Yep.
And then James Murphy, one of my drafters.
Yep.
Who is playing the Boros Energy deck.
Just a good deck in the format.
Yeah. So he very much is coming off like no knowledge of Modern, and when he was talking to me about coming out for the Invitational, it was just like, I just want something linear, something that I like can grok pretty easily.
Just
I was like, here's this deck. Play the things, kill your opponent on turn 4. Done.
Yep. Just like, I'm going to attack your life total, and it's going to be efficient about it.
Right.
And pretty straightforward.
This matchup, due to experience, probably not very good.
Sure.
Like, this is probably going to favor Alex just on the back of his experience.
Experience, and then, like, I think the matchup actually might be pretty good for Alex in
It
general.
might be. I don't know it well enough to be able to, like, know for sure.
Oh, hit an Ampter?
That's pretty good, but we did have to use a kill spell on the guide, so...
One of the things, like, slightly unfortunate. It could have been so backbreaking. So Alex is slightly bigger build of Boros. Like, there's Solitudes in this deck, which I don't think we've seen, period.
Oh, no.
Yet. Yeah,
I didn't know those were in there.
Solitudes. I don't think we have, like, Ephemerates, but we just have, like, value Solitudes for the late game. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for it to come back from if we get to the point where Obosh gets to stabilize into the late game. But also, Energy, she's very good at grinding.
It is. It certainly is. But again, like, it's a trigger-happy deck. And so with an inexperienced pilot, I'm not going to be surprised if we see a few missed triggers here or there.
Yep.
And that's going to be true of like any inexperienced pilot playing something that has so many triggers in it.
Really good show offs for both opponents. Oh, that's so you get the stomp here, right?
We are allowed to cast stomp, yes,
Yep.
and I think the players are asking this.
Yep.
So now the question is does James know that he really should be shooting the monkey?
Yes. Looks like
okay,
it.
Good.
So we've stopped the monkey. We have a Bone Crusher on Adventure. I mean, did you really need to? Like, there's a 2/1 first strike in play now. Like, unless there's another removal spell. Which
but like we're coming out of a Burrows Mirror, right? Like
Yeah.
we kind of expect there to be a lot of removal.
Just noticed Alex missed a land drop last turn as well. Like are cycling a Timeless Dragon on 3 currently.
Interesting.
A little unfortunate. But like I said, we probably get a Sacred Foundry here, or we can even go for our basic planes. I'm not sure if Ending is still in this list. I think it's actually now like Bolt and Galvanic Discharge instead.
Okay.
Just getting us a rail land. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Try to set up our next couple draws.
All right. So one thing that I was gonna say, does Alex want to play around Blood Moon at all?
Unclear, because like I think Alex actually plays more Blood Moons than James. Okay. Alex is on 4 main deck Blood Moons, and I believe some Magus in the side.
When I say play around, I mean like with his surveillance,
like surveillance.
Because like he might be a Blood Moon deck where he's
just
gonna
punked
play
off his color because
because James accidentally hits a Blood Moon with like an Ampter or something.
Boy, that happens a lot.
Yeah, but I mean like with enough energy to play it.
Yeah.
So, like if James here, so he's not. He's just aggressively lightning bolting.
Just firing a
lightning
bolt.
This goes to a little bit of the inexperience, right? We just main phased a bolt, and we're just like, here is damage. Because I was told to deal damage, right?
Exactly. Like, we're playing it less as a mid-range and more of a traditional aggro deck.
Right. But Bolt being an instant, we could have easily just passed the turn here.
Yep. Is this a dashed monkey?
This is a dashed monkey, and we're surveilling in response. So this is, like... I've heard people kind of debate this a little bit. Do you just let them get the random hit and then surveil to set up your own draw? Or do you surveil to try to put something that you want them to hit on top?
I'm almost certainly just not... I'd rather just let the hit happen and go from there. I think trying to play around top decks is weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily works out enough in favor to really care.
Yeah, in this case, we surveilled the Blood Moon to the bin, which I think we could have just let him have.
Like we honestly probably want it here. It turns off white.
Well, also, he couldn't have cast it.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like even if they didn't take it, like it's another one. Yeah. Seems fine. We have a Fable coming down as well, attacking for 2 from the Raptor.
Sure.
I mean, Alex... pretty big life deficit here. This third land probably feels good, though.
Yeah, for sure. With the treasure there as well.
Yep. This can get a basic plains as well. Now that Alex has seen Blood Moon is in the main, we could be a little bit worried about losing our white splash.
Right.
Yep. My assumption would be that this screams like a Fable or a Flage to me. Like we're fetching, going right into the 3 drops.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully Flage. Flage, I think, would be able to stabilize much better here. Yep. I would imagine this takes out the goblin, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The 2/1 first strike doesn't matter in comparison to the 2/2.
Especially if it's just going to be swinging each turn. Like, if we were holding it back for the monkey, maybe. But if it's just coming in for 2, yeah, dog, I'll take 2. That's fine.
And now, I think I saw a Blood Moon in James's hand, but even if he plays it, we have planes plus treasure to get the Flage back.
We can get the Flage back next turn. It's not going to matter.
Exactly.
So we have a Fable trigger, James deciding if they want to discard any cards. Did we start this round off saying this is already a draw, and we were just playing... Okay. So, the... standings shaked out a little bit weird here because of some of the buys, and then just I think a weird pair down into a loss.
There was a weird pair. Well, not a weird. There was a pair down where the player with the higher point total wound up losing the match.
So
that created one extra person that got to 2 wins, rather than if that person, if the pair down, if the person who was favored, for lack of a better term, had won. then there would have been an odd number of 2-win players.
Okay.
Or 2 or greater win players, I should say.
But where we're going with this is this was an ID. They've already drawn the. It kind of sucks, but we just want a round 4 on camera. So
Yeah.
these 2 players are willing to play the round, even though they've drawn in. I believe all of top 8 was able to draw in.
Yeah, and that was again the unfortunate truth of that pair down.
Yep.
Was the entirety of the top 8 was
the bracket
locked.
just got swamped because of it.
Which, you know, it's going to happen sometimes. We had a couple people who were invited that didn't show.
Yep.
If they had shown, then
it might have been different.
It would have been different.
Because you would have had 16.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there were 16 invites given out. One person ahead of time told me that they weren't going to be able to show, and we passed down an invite to them.
Yep.
But then the rest of the people who weren't coming, yeah, there was. It is what it is. So
Fable, flip it over.
Fable flipping. Another Fable going to 2.
Let's see if we want to discard anything.
Probably. Like, if you got that many cards in hand, you might as well
figure out what's
find
in
something,
hand.
right? I see Blood Moon, Discharge,
So we gotta get you
Guide.
We gotta get you some better Blood Moons.
How dare you? First of all, I own the best Blood Moons.
That is fully arguable.
I own a playset of the Dark Blood Moons.
Yeah,
I
that's
own
not
the
what's
best
in
Blood
there
Moons.
right now, though.
Not in this deck. Buddy, I have too many decks. I don't know what you want from me.
I feel that on a spiritual level. Tap for a white. Guide Souls.
Okay.
No energies gained yet.
No, but we do have those 2 Aether Hubs that gave us energy. Ragavan, gain an energy. Gain a life. That life might be relevant.
It is. To be fair, I think we're Static Discharge.
Nice, because we have the 3 energy
Yep,
stockpile. This
that'll
is just
definitely
1
do it.
mana shoot down the flage.
Hey, Dad. So I don't know how to use this. How do you use
Go play.
it? But I don't know how to use it.
Me either. Sorry about that, folks. My boys are playing with the neighbors, which is great, but their toys are
New.
new. Yeah.
Blocking with a reflection on this monkey.
Okay, so like 100% we block here,
Yeah, but
but
what is
that's
that?
an earthquake. We have
Those are
main deck
main deck?
earthquake.
Brutal! Oh my lord! All right, Alex showing up.
I didn't see that coming. I'll tell you what.
He's got the tech.
I did not see that coming. So I think at this point it's safe to say that James forgot that he has a Bone Crusher Giant over there that he can cast.
I think it's pretty safe. I think we had the mana at least.
Yeah, at least
This
one
turn we should be good. Where did we get energy from? Oh, third Aether Hub. Okay. So
Mini
we
hub,
have a
much
reflection. Mini hub. I'd be interested to see if we cast it this turn. I would expect us to. Yep.
Well, if we cast it, yay!
Here it comes.
All right, we'll take that.
We
It didn't get swept up by that earthquake.
We are getting dangerously close to just having our Lord and Savior Flage back into play, though.
You know what we're close to? Casting a Gigantha.
Jaggy's very good. 5/5, pretty good. You know,
a
it's
big
not
feller.
good, better enough. 6/6 with a lightning helix stapled onto its face.
We're 2 more cards away from that.
Oh, there's another card though.
We're 1 more card away from
Goodbye,
that.
Flames. Notably, we could still do like removals. Just Flage from hand will work. I need to read Bone Crusher.
Spell.
You're right. It doesn't say ability, correct? Because I'm pretty sure you could cleanly Solitude them. I just
Yep.
want to make sure I am correct. Okay, so next up we're going to have a Flage coming back versus Reflection. We have a Jaggy land from James.
Yep.
Thinking.
It's got to be just Gigantha, right?
We're tapping 3.
4/5.
4/5.
Yeah.
Here
It's
comes
just,
the Jaggy.
Just the elk. We have no other cards in hand, right? We drew
I don't
land
think
for
so,
turn,
yeah.
so
Attack
in for 2. We can't copy the Gigantha
Might as well
anyway.
get our points in what we can. This Flage will probably just clean up.
Yeah.
The Arena of Glory would probably be the most backbreaking thing in the world to see.
Oh, that would be gross. That would make me sad for James.
I believe it would just be like a hard concede moment. Like, we just killed this Jaggy.
Sure.
Smack you for 6.
Yeah.
Here's 4. No, 3, sorry.
Okay.
So not
3's
going
not
for
Flage. Spyro.
Okay. I mean, I'm just slamming a Flage here. Interesting choice for me.
Sure.
Maybe we're miscounting something?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pitch Flage,
7, 8.
another Pitch of Fable, Pitch of Flage.
Yep.
Make 2 boys.
2 lads.
Maybe trying to stem bleeding a little bit.
Perhaps.
But like if we escape Flage, we shoot the reflection, go to 11, and we have a 6/6 blocking a 5/5.
Presumably, we're worried that a static prison comes off the
yeah.
top, clears the Flage, and then we're just taking 5.
That's fair. Den of the Bugbear coming in here. Fuck, remember that card was nuts? I still kind of think it's nuts.
Like, it's certainly a good card.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little much, like, 4 mana as an activation in Modern is just a bit much, right?
That's fair. Johnny coming in. No other cats, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, can we? Does this say this thing does not say non-token? We can copy a cat token here, have it die in the instep.
Yes.
That'd be kind of dope.
That said, I feel like James might not be experienced enough to like have that line
Exactly.
kind of on lock here.
But God, would it be dope?
It'd be very good.
Here's my Johnny.
Turns out we have red permanents too, although this would all be in the end step, right? Because it would die in the end step.
Yeah,
so
but like still, it's not bad. Could also just like attack with it, offer the hey, do you want to take an extra 2 here, or do you want to chump? If you chump with actually either of them, it flips in the main phase. So it's just putting in the 6.
I think I think the dichotomy there is a little tough though, because the Ajani is just going to get rolled by this board.
Just unfortunately, yeah. Like we're gonna get a Flage here, so we pay 2 energy, keep 1. And then we escape Flage, and the Flage probably just clears the reflection, I would assume.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're just looking really good here.
Now we've got that 6/6 versus a 5/5 fight, but this time we have backup because we have the 2/2 and the 1/1 hanging out.
Turns out in the Flage mirror, the first to get the Flage, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I think we'll be seeing this a lot in Modern going forward. Just the Flage mirrors of who got their Flage down first.
Mentioning that, can I say how proud I am of my locals for having 14 people playing Modern, and 1, nobody played Nadu.
Not without me trying to.
Doesn't matter, you didn't do it.
I thought about it.
But you didn't do it. Nobody played Nadu. And in 14 players, there were 14 different decks.
That was very neat. Also, for more flavor to this entire experience, this was the day before the banning. This was the 25th of August.
It sure was.
No one was like, "Yeah, dog, I'll take Nadu out for one last spin." I thought about it, but then I was like, I kind of just played the deck I've been enjoying all season.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, I was glad to see a lot of people just kind of have some fun, play some stuff that they enjoyed playing. We had Primal Prayers was in this event.
Yeah, Primal Prayers was
we saw Malachi on camera with the Omni Woodland.
Yeah, Spike representation.
Spike builds cool decks.
Yeah. I believe we had at least one Necro player.
If you want to get super technical, Goryo's was on camera.
Oh my
and
God!
That deck sure got popularized by Spike.
Stop.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He owns the whole format at this point. He owns Yawgmoth.
Burroughs Energy sure was the deck
God,
that
from
he
Dingo
was.
and them. Stop it. All right, Alex is unique because that's a Solitude. Man, that Solitude is backbreaking.
This game's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just playing it out to its conclusion. Anyway, Flage get in, kill
shoot
this.
the first striker so that the 1/1 can get in.
Is that what is that? I thought that was,
a raptor.
It's a raptor. I thought it was a Guide of Souls.
Nah, it's a Amter.
Looked a little awkward in the light.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll block. You probably should, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Take 1.
Woohoo.
Alright, so, like, realistically, though, if James finds his own Flage, we have the mana to play and escape it.
I think we're off it.
We're just dead. Just dead.
Alright. So, apparently not Flage.
They're not Flage. Definitely not a Flage or a Static Prison, I would assume, was the draw for turn this time.
Even Static Prison, like, that Solitude is still coming in.
Yeah, it's
like,
not great. Like, you get to play
It's not
the
like
game.
we have a huge stockpile of energy hanging out over here. Like, it's still only temporary.
It's literally 2, I think. You get 2
I think
turns.
we had 1. I think we had 1 energy sitting
Where did
there.
the Ampter hit?
A 1-drop. It was a Ragavan.
Okay.
The Ampter hit the Ragavan.
Okay, well, I see in James' hand a Flage, so we at least are prepared here for the Flage mirrors now.
It's better than not Flage.
True.
I see a Johnny Bolt and Static Prison. Like, this hand looks good.
Yeah, looks like we played a Arena of Glory tapped on turn 1. It seems fine.
Yeah, it's completely fine.
comes
We don't, unfortunately, have any of our, like, cheaper aggressive cards. Like, there's no Guide of Souls. There's no Ampter. We're just kind of vibing. I think we left in a Johnny on top of the deck.
This is a format, like, not really a format knowledge, but just
yeah. This is an inexperienced moment that James doesn't know.
And here it comes to immediately punish it. I was like, as soon as my man shocked at that Sacred Foundry, I was like, Alex doesn't play twos, we're Obosh.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so James, if you watch this video, especially with Ragavan specifically because of the dash, if you have instant speed interaction to clear the Ragavan, you usually want to wait for your opponent to go to combat.
Yep, that way you stop the wheel to do exactly what just happened and dash a Ragavan. Yep. Ooh, a Johnny and
Ocelot Pride of Johnny is a pretty good turn.
That's a good
response. We're killing it in response.
Yeah, no, I said we could have done this slightly different from James' side of playing a Johnny first than Pride.
Sure, but then we still just shoot the Johnny first.
I don't think you shoot the Johnny at that point. You're just like taking more information, see what's happening. Like you probably
we shoot the Johnny in response to the Pride. Or
yeah, but I'm saying like you don't have to.
I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right then. You can just kind of hang.
I guess
because the Pride only triggers if they gain life, and we're not gaining life right at the moment. Pitch Solitude.
Okay.
Okay.
You said we don't have ephemerates, right?
I don't think so. Maybe Alex is about to prove me wrong.
nope,
Cast Fable. That Solitude should be.
Yeah, that Solitude's gone. We got it.
I mean, like, we have a Fable versus this cat. We do know that James is about to untap and just slam our good friend Flage here, right? I would assume. Clear this goblin, attack for 2. Aether Hub.
Okay. Energy. So we have a cat and an energy.
Yep. Here comes the Flage. Clear the goblin.
Sure.
Go up 21, 22.
Sure. How close are we? That looks like 4 cards. We
looks like next turn. Close enough. We're closely.
A fetch land gets us there.
Attack for 2.
We have no energy.
We should have 1. This Aether Hub came in. I think this energy with no counter was an energy currently.
Got it. Okay.
A little awkwardly.
Yeah. We just did this token is the first one kind of
thing.
Dude,
Alex just pitched a Flage to a Fable. We have an arena.
Ew.
If we have a white source here, which I guess we don't.
Okay.
Missed on a white source to be able to just get the Flage in.
Net +2 energy here.
Yep.
We don't have any other payoffs, right? We're just kind of on discharge. Alex can't play.
Yeah, it is just discharge. Because discharge is like a slightly better bolt in some scenarios, right? Yeah. Here comes the Dash Monkey.
I'm sure he plays bolt too, right?
No, 100%. Yeah, there's 8 red removal spells.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Solitude, I guess, as the bigger top end. There's the Ampter. Cog. We love to have a fucking land drop. That's unfortunate. Okay. All right, pass on the turn. Hey, where'd that Ampter just go? I guess the Exile is off to the side somewhere because I have no idea where that Ampter that was on top just went.
We didn't leave it on top, did we?
I hope not. All I know is I saw it get flipped and now it's gone.
Maybe his Exile's off screen?
That's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, there's the fetch land we wanted for Christmas. Now we get to Arena Haste this Flage and we just get to watch this mirror happen.
Do we see it? Do we know how this works?
Let's find out.
And again, this is like if we don't do this, this is just experience. Mm-hmm. Coming through. And to be fair, this is why James wanted to play this matchup, even though they were drawing in.
James
just wants some more games.
Yep.
And I very much respect that.
Is James looking to come out from Modern War?
He's certainly considering it now. Okay. His job doesn't necessarily allow him to come out all the time.
I feel that.
But, he's been messaging me about different decks, trying to find something that he's going to enjoy playing. His first experiences...
Static Prison.
Sure. That's fine.
Make 2 energy.
So that theoretically we have 3 now?
Should. I hope we have the correct amount.
Okay.
Yep, we do.
Right. So you got it. It
yep.
was
just representing 1. I saw the Aether Hub. Choosing not to play the Flage.
Alright.
Maybe we want to have the Flage. Maybe we're hoping Alex forgets or wants to try to snag a creature on the way out. But the problem is now Alex gets to get his own Flage and clear this goblin. And
yeah, but isn't the benefit here
that we get to kill the Flage with our Flage? Yeah.
Like that's the perk here, right? Like even this happened, sure, okay. So Flage shoots the goblin, gets to attack for 9. Alex gains 6. Yep. Okay, that's all fine.
Very good.
But then we get to get our 6 life back, clear the Flage with nothing in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Like
this makes me worry that we just forgot about Flage though. Like I am vehemently worried that we just forgot Flages in the graveyard.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah.
Pay for the energy.
Static Prison.
I do believe that's
it's a main phase. Yeah, it's a main phase trigger. Yeah, we absolutely forgot.
We totally forgot about this Flage, huh?
Unfortunate. Okay, so yeah, James, we just gotta work through some more games. I know James's first experience was with Modern was a little bit of testing because Gabriel has been having a lot of fun with that calibrated blast deck.
Let's go gambling.
Unfortunately for James, that means that he just kind of did stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Got
died.
shot for 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's not a very
interesting
fun
play experience.
Yeah, it's not a fun introduction to a format.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that was James's like first day of playing Modern.
Yeah.
And so he was he was real close to not wanting to play.
That's fair.
So I'm glad he got to play some more matches that were more interactive and more interesting. I'm very glad that happened. So, like I said, we'll be glad to have him come out a little more often. But
just got to work on some stuff. We have totally forgotten this place. So we're just dead on board.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well,
that's okay. Again, this was to get a little bit of practice. I don't know if Alex even remembers that there's a flage there because I feel like
honestly
Alex would have like reminded him at some point. But
yeah, because like I could see not reminding them if we're still playing.
Right.
But this is just ID. Yeah. Maybe it was just, hey, we both forgot that Flage is there.
Right, and they were just kind of doing us a favor by getting something on camera, and they did play out the game, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, so congratulations to those who did make the top 8. So we have Billy, you were first seed.
Woo!
You 3-0-1. You were the only 3-0 going into the last round because you and Gilmore decided to play.
Yep. Then me and Louis drew in the last round, I believe.
Louis and Alex, Bryan had drawn the previous round, and then obviously this happened. So Louis wound up second seed on Breakers, then Alex, Bryan. Congratulations to Alex Gilmore, Ron Bierman, one of our draft regulars. Gabriel, basically just
gambling.
Our all-rounder, though. He comes out for draft, he comes out for modern, he comes out for standard.
People can play more than one format?
Yeah, apparently that's allowed.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. Congratulations, Brian Butler, and congratulations, James Murphy. New to Modern and managed to squeak it on in.
Yeah. 2 wins, too. Like, it wasn't, like, it was, he got 2 wins and then did 2 draws, right? Because he didn't have a bye?
He was the unintentional bye in round 1.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
he got 1 real win. Like, he played and won a match.
Yeah.
And then lost... Who did he lose to? I don't remember who he lost to.
Not sure. Maybe it was Louis. Because Louis had 1 game win, and Bant
maybe
probably would eat.
Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, congratulations to our top 8. We'll be moving into Emma Partlow's Peasant Cube for the next portion, and so you're going to get a little bit of a commentary
swap out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll be joining you again with Louis momentarily.
But
Billy, thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining me.
As always, it's been a blast.
Hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. All right. We'll catch y'all on top 8.
And welcome, Louis.
Hello, people.
Congratulations on top 8ing.
Thank you so much.
Decided not to really play Modern.
Yeah. I just wanted to get to the draft, man.
Sure. So Louis, for those who don't know, was our draft season champion. And so what that means is he had a bye coming into the Swiss rounds. So congratulations for that. And use that to his advantage. You played the Primal Prayers combo deck from Aspiring Spike.
That's it.
Yeah.
Primal Prayers. Bant Primal Prayers.
Yeah, the Bant Primal Prayers combo deck. You managed to combo kill somebody.
Yep.
And then made sure you got to the draft.
And then drew for the next 2 rounds.
Sure.
Exactly.
So, one of the perks of having the bye and getting the win right away. But, hopefully next time we have more attendees. I'd prefer not to have the whole top 8 draw in, but, sometimes that's going to happen no matter what I do. So, are you excited for the Peasant Cube?
I am. It was super fun, and we're going to see exactly how it pans out for me here.
Yeah. So, for those who don't know, Emma Partlow created a Peasant Cube. She's been featured on Tolarian Community College. She keeps her updates on Cube Cobra. I will be linking her cube specifically in the description for anybody who wants to go check it out. And I made the version that was available at the time available on our Discord so that all of the competitors could have a look at it ahead of time. They basically had a month to figure out what all was in the cube before the draft happened.
Cube was super fun, super sweet. I kind of really just want to play it again. It's for a peasant cube, it seems more powerful than you would think it would be.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's a lot of messed up commons and uncommons in Magic the Gathering. So pick one here. You were waffling back and forth between Gary and Animate Dead, right? Was there anything else in that pack that really gave you any pause, like anything that you were looking at, or just the black cards there?
just the black cards. Like, so I looked at the cube as you had mentioned that was put up. So I noticed that the cube had an actual infinite combo. Like one available. There were
you can do it multiple ways. Yeah.
So which most of both ways, for the most part, both ways needed black.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to be black anyway. And Gray Merchant is it's just a really good card. Like
Sure.
Gray Merchant was most people probably are familiar with Gray Merchant just from the mono black devotion days and
Sure.
the card's
So it
really
looks like
good.
you've got Troll of Khazad-dûn, Nantuku Husk, and Memorial of Folly pulled to the front and taking the Troll. That makes sense. Like, you saw the Animate Dead. You don't necessarily want to be passing Animate Dead and Troll there.
Right.
That's probably a little too easy to just pick up from the left.
And with Nantuku Husk, there are multiple other, like...
Right. There are multiple sack outlets.
Yeah, it's a redundant effect in the cube.
Okay, so here you've got one of the reanimates that you might be looking for, Zulaport Cutthroat, and then Undead Augur. Looks like what you've got pulled up here.
Yeah, hindsight, I probably should have taken a Zulaport Cutthroat.
Okay.
Because it is a unique enough effect. I took the Undead Augur because of the double black pips.
Okay.
For the Gray Merchant, but if I'm trying to go towards the combo, I'm pretty sure I do here. I think.
We'll see.
Yeah, I if I don't take the Augur, I took
Let's
a
go
removal
for the
spell.
throat.
Yeah. Okay. With hopes that the Undead Augur will wheel because nobody else will want it.
Sure.
That's probably, but I probably still should have taken the Zulaport Cutthroat because it's, like I said, it's a unique enough effect.
Okay.
To where with the combo, even without being in a combo, the card is good enough.
Okay. Here's a Putrid Goblin. So this is one of the combo pieces if you have to extend the combo out an extra card. So the combo, folks, for anybody who doesn't know, is there's Anafenza or Grumgully. That basically you can put +1/+1 counters on persist creatures, functionally. So with a sack outlet, one of the persist creatures, and either Anafenza or Grumgully, you have this loop of the being able to sacrifice the persist creature and get it back an infinite number of times.
Right.
What you can do with that is the persist creatures of note are either Kitchen Finks or Murderous Redcap.
Yeah.
But there's also the Putrid Goblin that Louis just picked up. Now, that doesn't win the game by itself, but what it does let you do is find a third piece like Zulaport Cutthroat, Bastion of Remembrance,
Blood
Artist, and then suddenly even the Putrid Goblin goes infinite, but it requires the fourth piece at that point. So it's a little bit more difficult. You can do it in 3 pieces with specifically Sling Gang Lieutenant, because it is a goblin.
Right.
Then you have your sack outlet and your damage all in one card.
And maybe Goblin Bombardment as well?
Yes, Goblin Bombardment also lets you do it in 3, because your sack outlet is your damage.
Right.
Again.
But here I take the white card, I don't remember the name, Shepherd of the Flock maybe?
Yeah, Shepherd of the Flock.
Because it's a
pseudo reset for your Gary.
Yeah, that. And there weren't any black cards of note in that pack.
Sure, that makes sense.
So with the potential of having Anafenza, like at this point, like I'm basically mono black. I picked up the Shepherd of the Flock here, or last pack, with the idea of potentially being able to go into white, but again, I'm basically only black at this point still. So, and I think
That's a Lively Dirge.
yeah,
So that's one of the spree cards from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. That's the Entomb slash Reanimate.
kind of. It's 2 mana base and then 2 generic to tutor to put a card into the graveyard, and then also 2 generic to return total mana value 4 two up to 2
Okay.
creatures total mana value 4 to the battlefield.
Gotcha. So it's an Entomb and then mini Reanimate, but it can't get back Gary.
Correct.
Okay. But it can get back 2 smaller things, so you could get back like Zulaport Cutthroat and Putrid Goblin, for example.
Correct.
Sure.
Yep.
Makes sense. So this Vraska Mortar Pod, I don't think having the extra sack outlet would be bad, but yeah, Vraska's just an all-around good mid-range card.
Also double black pips.
Double black pips, sure.
For the Gary. Like I'm pretty much all in on this Gray Merchant. Is at least like that my thought process. Like I just kind of want to do the black devotion thing.
Gotcha.
I did think about that mortar pod
Sure.
a lot though, because
Didn't move a horror hanging out.
free sack outlet, and again here I'm pretty sure I actually take the Demrova horror.
Sure. There's a lot of lands
because,
in this
like-
pack, it looks like. It looks like people aren't like aggressively taking the mana fixing here. That's 2 Vivid lands and a Savage lands, it looks like.
Yeah.
So
I take looks like I take the Demrova horror
Yeah.
here. Like I'm only black at this point. I
yeah.
could lean either way.
You could have also grabbed the Savage lands because
Sure.
just because you know that the Grumgully is one of the cards that you're looking for, and Savage
True.
lands helps cast it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I think yeah, I don't know.
looks like you're holding the pack. The person to your left might not have picked up yet. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, I was just double checking, making sure,
Yeah.
wanting to do a count.
Gotcha. So yeah, another pack with multiple lands, City of Brass and 2 tri-lands, plus that's the Basilica,
Yeah,
right?
the
Orzhov
Basilica, yep. And that is the pick that I took, leaning, hedging towards the black-white.
Sure.
But let's see what we have here. Looks like a bunch of blue cards, nothing great
you
for
wheeled
me.
one of the cards you were looking at in the Memorial to Folly, so that's another
Yeah.
raised dead effect, and it goes in your land slot. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like Memorial to Folly is not a bad card to just have later in the pack. It is your wheel, so you're doing pretty okay. That Annex is going to make somebody happy, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I can
Somebody is
imagine.
going to be an aggressive red deck and just be real happy that that Annex is coming back late.
I think...
Boros Garrison.
had-
There's the Augur that you were...
Yeah.
There's the Necromancy, too, though.
Augur and Necromancy, and...
That's got to be Necromancy, right? Like, Necromancy is just such a powerful effect. If you're trying to figure out the other cards, it's Simic Chamber, Boros Garrison, and Binding Grasp.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so really it's only the 2 black cards here for me. And again, I think I actually go with the Undead Augur here
Yeah.
because of the double black pip.
I think Necromancy is just such a more powerful
You're probably
effect.
right, and I probably should have taken a Necromancy. I had already passed multiple like raised dead effects.
Yeah, but Necromancy isn't a raised dead, right? It's a reanimate.
Well, I apologize. That's what I meant to say. Multiple reanimate. There was the animate dead.
Yeah.
That had gotten passed. There was.
That's a wheeled Finhorn Elves. You're
the
green-black now.
Necromancy. No, I think I take the Mazavith
What
here.
the F?
And I don't play it.
Jesus. You could never convince me not to be on Mana Dorks if they're wheeling.
Yeah, no. It's just, I don't think I could take it and try to go into green at that point.
I disagree.
It's pack 1. I probably could have. I take the 1 Power Stone here.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Just
1 Power Stone over nothing you're going to play. It's fine.
you know,
Like, you're probably not going to play the 1 Power Stone, to be honest,
no,
but
I'm not.
here's a land. Yep.
I don't even know what land that was.
Hers is Factory. Makes
sure.
2/2s. That's a last pick Soul Herder. Jeez. So nobody on the Blink deck, seemingly.
Right.
I suppose there's a non-zero chance that you could actually play Esper here. Like, you could put Soul Herder in your deck if you pick up the mana fixing for it.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely a possibility.
Like, you have the Dinrova Horror and the Shepherd of the Flock as, like, the only off-color cards anyway. And you already have an Orzhov Basilica to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see a world where we just more aggressively take some of this mana fixing and get the Soul Herder in there with the Gary. Like, because you can afford to have less black pips if you're getting a Gary in play every turn.
That's fair. Yeah, and we'll get to it and towards the end when maybe talking about the deck building here.
I just know that a last pick Soul Herder is going to make me think about being shifting my colors a little bit.
It did, and I do, and I don't think I actually ultimately end up playing it though. But I want to say I had the ability to by the end of the draft with the mana that I did have. I want to say it was possible.
Necrotol, Ephemerate.
Yeah,
Sin
Collector, yeah,
and Cloud Goat Ranger.
So like here, I think I'm between the two, Necrotol and Sin Collector.
I think I'd be between Necrotol and Ephemerate personally.
That's fair. I'm more black than I am anything else. I'm pretty sure I just slammed the Necrotol here.
Yeah, like I said, just the last pick Soul Herder.
Yeah.
Like, I will aggressively take the lands, especially in pack 1. We saw so many of them coming around the table.
Right.
So nobody else is aggressively taking mana fixing. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to aggressively take the mana fixing and then just play whatever the best cards that come across me are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially in cube drafts like this. Like, if the table isn't respecting the mana fixing or the mana dorks, then that's where I'm ultimately going to be 9 times out of 10.
Right. Yeah, I did think about the
Bastion is good.
Sin Collector there for a little bit, but like again, did take the Necrotol.
Sure.
Double black pips.
Yeah,
being a removal spell.
I think Necrotol is perfectly justifiable. I just think that the Ephemerate maybe should have been a little bit more of a consideration.
Right.
This one is Bastion or Angel. There's a...
The Angel of Despair towards the back, yeah.
Angel of Despair in the back of the pack. Yeah, it's
I
Bastion.
take the Bastion here. I also thought about...
the Zulaport Cutthroat in pack 1 and didn't get it back. So, like,
true.
Making sure you get one of these effects is worthwhile.
That was my thought process when picking it as well. Yeah, it's like, I passed one, I never saw it come back, it didn't wheel,
So
I've got to take this. I also thought about taking the Judith in the previous pack, but yeah, there's the Anafinza.
You're kind of priced in, right? Like, because you
at this point, yeah,
you have the Putrid Goblin already as well,
right?
And now you have the Bastion,
and I'm already like hedging towards white anyway.
So you're a sack outlet away from having the Infinite here,
right?
So yeah, I think you're priced into this Anafinza.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure that is what I end up taking.
Yeah.
Anafinza, and I again already like kind of hedged towards white in pack 1, so
yeah.
Here we have what's like
Gothy Horror, the Afterlife Orzhov guy, can't remember his name. Dismember, Carrion Feeder back there is nice. Bone Shredder is nice.
yeah.
Orzhov Enforcer?
I think
it's the 1/2 with Death Touch that has Afterlife.
Orzhov Enforcer, I believe. If there's a Carrion Feeder here, I can't remember. We'll find out here in a second, but I'm pretty sure I just grabbed the Carrion Feeder because I need the free sack outlet. I don't have one of those effects yet.
You have the full 4. You have all 4 cards that you need to combo with.
Right.
Whether you draw them all,
right?
It's a different thing. But you have all 4 pieces.
And
Plus, Lively Dirge can put 2 of them into play at the same time for you.
Yes,
You
it
can
can
get
entomb
Anafenza
one
plus-
and then bring
yeah.
2 things back. Yep.
Yeah, you can get Anafenza plus Carrion Feeder
Correct.
with a Lively Dirge.
Yep.
Or the Putrid Goblin. So
Right.
yeah, you can get 2 out of 3 pieces, basically.
That is correct. So yeah, we just took the...
Cartel Aristocrat's fine.
It's another free sack outlet.
Yeah.
After taking the Carrion Feeder, it's fine. I don't
It's a
think
wall.
there's anything else here really
There's nothing particularly
that
exciting.
I'm looking at. Maybe one of the lands.
I didn't see the right lands. Yeah.
But yeah, Cartel Aristocrat
Sure.
is definitely the pick there. And as you said, I have now I have multiple free sack outlets. I have the Anafenza, I have the Putrid Goblin, and I have the Bastion. So I have all 4
you have all 4 pieces you need.
If I draw them.
Yeah, but the thing is all of those cards are reasonable on their own.
Yes. The Carrion Feeder being the worst one, but Cartel Aristocrat
I think Carrion
being...
Feeder's excellent.
Fair enough.
Is that a Gonti? What is that? It's not a Gonti.
No, it's...
Oh, Curse.
Curse of the Shallow Grave, yeah. I actually thought about picking that up for a minute, and I think I end up going with something different.
It's a Fatal Push, most likely. There's a Land of Elves in there. Yeah, Fatal Push.
Okay, yeah. Which makes sense. I don't have much removal outside of, like...
Yeah, you have a Go for the Throat.
And
you
the
already passed the
Necrotal.
Dismember.
Yeah, past the Dismember pack, what, 2?
No, it's in this pack, yeah. You might wheel it.
Or
but
pick
probably not.
2.
There's a Momentary Blink.
I believe that's actually what I take. I pull it to the front.
You could
here.
also take the oh, never mind. That's a Recruitment Officer. Never mind.
Yeah, I pull him with a Momentary Blink to the front.
Witch Enchanter is great. I love that card.
I pull the Witch Enchanter to the front as well. And I probably should have taken the Witch Enchanter here, but I think I end up taking the Momentary Blink because of it's not ephemery, but
but it's still very, very good.
Good with the Grey Merchant. And here is the Nets pick, and it looks like maybe I'm just thinking about lands here.
Yeah, like Azra Oddsmaker isn't what you're looking for. Is that a Rot Farm? Looks like a Rot Farm in the back. Sandstep Citadel is Abzan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's okay. That's at least a dual land for you.
And I think that's the one I end up taking. Yeah. Looks like it.
Sure.
Yeah, because black, white, green.
Yeah.
Right, Abzan. So, coming to play tap land, dual land is fine. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my pack.
Yeah, I believe so. That's an Ash Barrens. Looks like a Meteor Golem. The Sin Collector Wield.
And then I forget the name of the blue-black split card, but
Far and Away.
Far and Away. Okay, I take the Sin Collector here.
Yeah.
Being a fine card.
Yeah, that makes sense. This pack doesn't really have anything for you. Scourge of Kaladesh Limited.
Scourge of Kaladesh Limited?
Yeah, take the train.
Oh. I think I take the
clone. Clone's actually not bad.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. I don't
Pretty sure I
think
take
you want the
clone here.
Archaeomancer. Secret Lair Archaeomancer. Let's go. It's pretty art.
Yeah, it's just the clone here for me, which I don't think I end up playing, but very well could have.
Yeah, it seems unlikely. Like you do need more mana fixing if you're going to try to play the clones or anything similar. But right now you just have like a couple black-white duels.
I think I take the cast out here.
Probably.
It's a removal spell. You can cycle.
Yep. Could have taken John Finkel, but not likely you're casting it. There's a Bone Shredder and the Enforcer both wield, so
Yeah.
you've got Pseudo Necrotal that you have to pay Echo for.
Yeah.
Or the Death Touching card with Afterlife.
Yeah.
I'll
take the Bone Shredder.
Sure. Yeah, one of the thing that targets is better than the thing that doesn't, right?
Right.
That's just what it boils down to. I don't actually know that card. That's a commander card.
The red one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There were some cards here I wasn't too familiar with either.
Yeah,
it was
a rampant growth of Bulwark. The Bulwark is just one of the... There's a secret walls deck in this
Oh,
cube.
yeah, it's not secret.
I mean, like... pseudo-secret walls deck.
Sure.
It's not a deck that's going to come together all the time, but when it does, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't see what that last card was.
I think it's a land.
Okay.
I think. I'm not 100% sure either.
Sure.
Sorry.
Maybe you pick it up and let's see. I think it might be...
move it straight to the back. It's like, nah.
Naturally.
It's probably a card that's not even getting played. So.
Sure.
But yeah, I tried my best to show the camera.
Yeah, you're fine.
What I have and like.
Well, this is the first time we're trying to actually record the draft process, so.
Let's think it was a green card. We'll take a real Wilderness Reclamation.
Oh.
Is what it is. It was a last pick Wilderness Rec.
All right.
Which does absolutely nothing for me. Even if I was playing green, like I don't have any instants. I don't have any like mana
you have a
activated
Chancery?
abilities.
I didn't realize you had the Azorius Chancery too. Yeah, okay. That makes me feel like actually pretty good about being able to splash the Soul Herder too.
Yeah. Like I said, I had the thought process during the deck building of splashing it, playing the Demrova Horror, potentially playing the clone.
Like the one that I'm interested in is the Soul Herder and the flashback on the Momentary Blink.
Yeah.
Because you can play Momentary Blink with just like the one blue source in your deck, and like worst case you got a blink out of it, and that's fine.
Right.
That card is super cool. That card behind the Mortician Beetle.
Yeah.
So that's one of the Clue edition cards. So like it only exists in that Ravnica Clue edition.
Okay.
And that card is super neat. Orzhov Hybrid and 1 for an instant. Creatures you control gain Afterlife 1 until end of turn. Draw a card.
Yeah, I read it like 2 or 3 times and was potentially gonna take it, and then I saw the booster tutor and I was like, man, I can't pass this card. It's too sweet. Like I've never got to play with it. I've never cast this card before, so I had to take the booster tutor.
So booster tutor is the only uncard in the cube.
It's so fun.
The cube is designed with 450 cards, of which 360 will get drafted by an 8-person draft, which leaves 6 packs of the cube left undrafted. So the booster tutor basically has 6 packs to grab from.
Right.
And obviously, if you play all 3 rounds and draw it in all 3 games that you play over 3 rounds, then we just have to reshuffle the packs back so that you don't have the same packs repeatedly.
Here it looks like there's really nothing for
I don't see anything I'd be excited about for you.
Like I'm playing, so I think I just take the blue. I think that's a blue-black card.
Drown in the Lock.
Maybe I take the Drown in the Lock. Maybe I take a.
There's a Seal Away. Right? Oh, is that Fate's Fetters?
Yeah, it's Fate's Fetters. I think I actually take the Fate's Fetters here after seeing what that is. Yeah. Take the Fate's Fetters. It's a castable card. It turns off a thing. It gains you 4 life. Like, it's fine. 4 mana removal spell at worst. So
there's a 1 mana removal spell.
Yep.
There's an
Bloodthirst Chief, right? Blood Chief's Thirst. Wow. Yes.
Okay, Inquisition as well. Exhum's still probably the best card here. That's the Legion Vanguard, I think.
Yeah, it's like Legion Vanguard, Inquisition.
This is an Exhum. This is an easy Exhum in my opinion.
Exhum, and then the Blood Chief's Thirst. are all the cards that I was looking at, and I'm pretty sure, as you had stated, I think I take the Zoom here.
Sure.
I've already passed a couple of reanimates, and it's like I want to have one because I I don't have any of the other ones, so I take the Zoom.
Makes sense to me.
Kind of wish I had the necromancy.
Yeah.
But Zoom's fine. And here we have what looks to be a creature, maybe?
Yeah. I didn't recognize that one. There's Dance of the Dead.
Yeah, Dance of the Dead, which is another reanimate.
Journey to
Journey
Nowhere.
to Nowhere, yep.
Dredgescape Zombie.
Is that what that was? Okay. I don't know what that card is off
it-
the top of my head. What it
Unearthed
does.
creature.
Take the Dance of the Dead there.
Sure.
And here we have, I'm thinking about Murderous Cut. Looks like Murderous Cut, and then there's a Zuri Stab,
Yeah.
a Flicker Wisp.
And a Golden Demise.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out here in just a second what I actually took. I have a feeling it might end up being that Flicker Wisp, which I think I probably should have taken a Murderous Cut instead, in hindsight. But, yeah, I take the Flicker Wisp here. It stays in the front way too long for me to think I took anything else. Yeah, there
fair.
it is. There's the Flicker Wisp. But yeah, in hindsight, probably should have taken the Murderous Cut. The
Flicker Wisp
is fine, but it's like double white.
Sure. Bloodthorn Vampire is not bad.
would like-
Weaponsmith is fine.
For like Anafenza to be like the only double white card that I'm playing.
Sure. And Crypt Rats.
Pretty
Probably
sure.
another sack outlet here.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty sure I take the Bloodthorn Vampire. It's free sack outlets. Would be my third one, I believe.
I think that's true.
Carrion Feeder, Cartel Aristocrat, and the Bloodthrone. So, it's redundant effects. Unfortunately, so far, only have the one life drain in the Bastion of Remembrance
Yes.
in the deck. Past that, Zilliport, Cutthroat, and Pack 1. Never saw any other of that effect outside of the Bastion.
Right.
So, it would be nice to have a redundant one of those, but it happens. Lingering Souls here, pulled to the front, seems to be the card that I'm going to go with. It's
Lingering Souls is awesome.
4 bodies over like 5 mana.
Yeah.
So
Passing an Unearth, but Unearth isn't really what you need.
no, Unearth doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Lingering Souls is such a good card.
Yeah.
So here we have a white card that I have to read a good bit. Not sure what it is.
Miraculous Revival, I believe.
There's the Ravenous Squirrel, which I think I thought
Ravenous
about
Squirrel's pretty
that
good,
one.
too.
Yeah, I thought about that one for a good bit, but then I think
Malachi Rebirth.
there was some other cards in here.
Well, Malachi Rebirth gets to pseudo take up a land slot as well, right?
Right.
So,
I don't know.
like,
What
Miraculous
I went
Revival
with-
is a reanimate, so
Okay, the 5. Oh, that's the 5 mana one. Yeah, the instant speed, reanimate. I think.
is it 5? I thought it was 4, but whatever. It's still a reanimate no matter how you
Yeah,
look
I
at
think
it.
it's instant speed too. Here's that card that
Yeah.
you were talking about. The
Sorry, Miraculous Recovery. It is 5, you're right.
yeah.
Return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
5 mana instant.
Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely, that was the card that I took there. 5 mana, instant speed, reanimate, give creature +1/+1 counter. Just seems great to me.
Yeah, pretty good. This pack didn't have much for you the first time. It sure doesn't have much for you the second time, right?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe the Memorial here. I don't know if you're like planning on playing blue. I think I would just take the Memorial. If I play blue, I play blue, and I have a land that turns into cards. If I don't
That's
play blue,
fair.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think I end up
like,
taking the
there's the
artifact.
train.
Yeah. Just because there wasn't really anything else. I probably should have taken the land, like you said, but I probably wouldn't have played it. So, like, I don't think I played the train either. Nothing further out of that. I think I take the Blood Chief's Thirst here. I'm actually shocked that it wheeled.
Sure.
I think it was between that or I think the Inquisition might have still been in the pack. But yeah, Blood Chief's Thirst was really good. This looks to be a Thriving Grove, which is basically not going to be played. I'm not playing any green cards.
Right.
So there's no reason for me to play it.
Bane of Balagad, Rex Sage.
And
Can't see what the
a,
blue card is.
is it a miscalc? No. Also, that was looks like a colorless card that I took, but I
Bane of
couldn't see. It
Balagad,
was
I
a little
think.
bit off of camera. It's like these are only blue cards. Whirler Rogue, and what's the other one?
Sauron's Trickery.
Okay, so take the Whirler
Or
Rogue.
Sauron's Trickery?
Yeah,
Somebody's Trickery.
Sauron's Trickery. And another colorless land.
Yeah, I believe it was the Foundry.
Sure. I showed it to the camera,
Foundry
but at some
of the
point,
Console Foundry, something like that.
looks like the camera moved.
No, no, it didn't. You liar.
No, I
Lying
hit
liar.
it. I
Yeah.
hit it at some point during the draft.
Alright.
So the camera moved.
Okay.
Like,
Well, we cut straight into the rounds.
Yeah.
No on-camera deck building. So we got to see the draft. How happy are you with that draft after you were done with it?
it was all right. I didn't have as much removal as I would have liked to have.
Okay.
But I want to say, it was cohesive. Like it
Sure.
was very synergistic. I kind of just wanted to play Grey Merchant and have like the ability to not die, and then have that combo in the deck that could inevitably just win the game on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think I had enough removal in the deck, but the it was pretty much what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Me either. Synergistic. Yeah, was the word I was looking for.
Okay.
So
So you and Bryan both leading on Swamp. I'm sure that makes you feel good.
with the Bone Shredder and the Necrotal in my deck, it is definitely what I wanted to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So, needless to say, after this game, the Bone Shredder and the Necrotal both come out.
Weird. That's crazy.
But yeah, Orzhov Basilica, like playing a 2-drop into Orzhov Basilica was just like fits as my mana.
Yeah,
Make sure
it's
I
great.
don't miss a land drop. Got the Future Goblin here.
No,
So.
I think that's one of the underrated things about the Ravnica bounce lands being in draft formats. They allow you to trim a land a lot of the time, just simply because they're worth 2 land drops each. Not
Right.
just they tap for 2 mana, but they're actually 2 land drops.
Yeah. I think with that being said, I think I ended up playing
Right.
15 lands.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we have to discard here. I think Bryan might be realizing it.
Yeah, I think I asked him.
Yeah, it's like we were on the draw and played a bounce land.
Right.
It is very likely we have to discard.
Yeah.
We also played a Knight's Whisper,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we're up a card for being on the draw, up a card for the Knight's Whisper, and up a card for the bounce land, basically.
Yeah.
We're discarding an Angel of Despair.
Yeah.
That's a good one to be in the graveyard.
Yeah. When you're the player with the zoom in your deck, that is not what you want to see your opponent discard. Yeah,
Okay.
Because
Necrotol.
because it's
Kill.
nothing. Anyway, got this first strike 2-1.
You do.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you go.
But yeah, the zoom unfortunately lets both players return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Explicitly what it does. Yeah.
And with the whole active player, non-active player thing, and a zoom being a sorcery, it just never works out for the player casting the zoom.
I don't think it would work out regardless of who the active player is. Just
I mean, it might
Angel
not,
of Despair's
but-
text.
But yeah,
It doesn't matter whose triggers go where first. That angel says destroy something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not what I wanted to see. Yeah. So I get him down to 12 right now.
Yeah, I mean you're just kind of
but-
on the beatdowns, right? Like Bryan hasn't actually committed anything really.
No.
Like he went Cutthroat into draw some extra cards
Yeah.
at the cost of some life.
Yep.
And just like I would call discarding the angel a perk rather than
Oh yeah,
than
100%.
anything else. But
Me too, especially when it looks like he has an enemy dead in his hand.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't know that at the time,
sure.
but it does in fact look like that. But I think he chooses to not do that and plays
Okay.
yeah, Ravenous Chupacabra and
Hey,
kills
that's
my
Necrotol.
Necrotol. Yeah, it's better Necrotol.
It is.
It gets to kill a black creature.
Insert Patrick Sullivan's rant about Ravenous Chupacabra here.
There you go. We should probably actually find a clip and just.
If you're not familiar, folks, go check it out. It is a delight. Patrick Sullivan, you're my favorite. Cedric, you lost your shit while he was going off, and it was fantastic.
So
Made for some great viewing experiences.
and just attack with my putrid goblet here into his board and no blots, getting the 1 damage.
Sure.
And
That's
then I get to play Grey Merchant.
Big Gary, to be honest. Like
1, 2,
5.
3, 5?
5.
Okay. Yeah.
5 would have been 7 if the Necrotol was still chilling, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bunch.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to set up for, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's why the Necrotol just came out on turn 4.
Sure.
Like, just
Yeah, just get the
2 pips,
Yep.
2/1 first striker.
That's a Marionette Apprentice
Yes.
and then Nantuku Husk.
Yeah.
Did
So-
we fabricate? Did we make a...
He made a servo.
He announced it, we just don't have the tokens yet?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, round 1, I kind of was scrambling to get all of the requisite tokens. I did not have all of them ready, much to my own chagrin. I should have prepped the tokens a little better, but we'll get it taken care of.
So the face down
There we
card
go.
was a servo.
Yep.
Now there's still a servo there.
Yeah,
But
but I think I'm already on it.
Yeah.
I am acquiring a servo token.
so with an Nantuko Husk and a Zilliput Cutthroat,
Yeah.
he is at least +4 life, I believe.
Well, he doesn't gain life, right?
2,
Like,
3. The Zilliput
he gains
Cutthroat
1
gains
life?
Yeah.
oh, you're talking if he sacks his
Yeah,
whole board.
he's at like +4 and I'm at like -8. I think if something along those lines,
1, 2.
because of the double drain with the marionette and the
Yeah.
cutthroat, but
He's
then
at
he's
+4.
only
You're
gaining.
not at
yeah.
-8 though, because there's no way to make it so that both the marionette and the Zulaport last that long.
Sure.
So it's like 2, then 4, then 6, then 7 kind
Okay.
of a thing.
Sure. So he's at +4 and I'm at like -7.
Yes.
Like either way.
Yeah,
like,
suddenly he
none of
has
this
a
is
board,
good for
and
me.
that wasn't true a minute ago.
Right. Yeah. And I just attack. Like
This seems like a pretty easy block with the servo, block with the husk, sack the servo, right?
Yeah, I think that's and Gary's a 2/4, so yeah, this is yep. So
Boop, boop, boop.
4/4 eats 2/4.
Yep. That's
So-
probably not that bad for you, though.
So this is where, had he not discarded the Angel of Despair, it would have been great for me. Because I just bring back the Gary and get another trigger for 5.
Uh-huh.
But with the Angel of Despair, it doesn't work out that way.
It's... No. No.
I get
You get
him.
a trigger.
He gets an Angel of Despair into play,
Yes.
and I get a trigger for 3, and
He
my
might
Grey
target the
Merchant's
Putrid
gone
Goblin.
again.
He can target the Putrid Goblin.
Yeah.
Maybe he blows up your
no.
white source.
No. I give him more credit than that. So we don't even try that plan.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Because I
right.
ask and make sure
We
that
have
it doesn't
a Blood
work that
Chief's
way.
Thirst that maybe we should have used pre-combat.
Yeah, probably. I drew it off of the
Off the auger?
trigger from
Sure.
yeah. Grey Merchant
All right.
is a
That's
zombie.
That's fair.
Yeah. Grey Merchant's a zombie,
Yes.
so I drew it off
Grey
of
Merchant's a
the
zombie,
auger.
Putrid Goblin's a zombie. You just like casually, accidentally have a zombie deck going on here.
Yeah. That's why I like the Undead Augur. Like, probably should have taken the Necromancy over
Yeah.
it, I think. I think
Sure.
that was the pick. But either way, the Undead Augur, double black pips, Grey Merchant's a zombie, Putrid Goblin's a zombie.
Yeah.
Like, zombie.
Brains.
But, like, right now, he's attacking, and this is scary.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
So-
He hasn't shown us a green card yet, right? Like he's got
No,
2 forests and
not
a raw
yet.
farm,
Yeah.
but hasn't actually played a green card. I see the Tristani Summoner in hand.
I
Which is
think
a very
this
large
is,
green
card. Yeah.
Oh, Spiritmonger.
Yeah,
There you go.
Spiritmonger.
With
the black
Regenerate up.
open. Yeah.
How you kill that?
You don't unless he's tapped out. So,
Right,
yeah.
right. He's not tapped out.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, it's just not good for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. He had black cards. I had black cards. My black cards only killed non-black things. His black cards killed anything. So what do you want from me?
I kind of love that we're just attacking. It's like, okay.
Like at this point, I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like
Yeah,
I wanted to draw a card,
yeah,
right?
I mean, I
Like,
get it.
So like this lets me draw a card.
Persist, draw a card.
Yeah, get your counter. I don't care. Yeah.
Sure.
I have a -1/-1 counter on my zombie.
Yeah.
I needed to draw cards. That's what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. This board ended up not being very good for me, and I think the whole time, like, I have this at Zoom in my hand, and I just keep looking at his graveyard with that Angel of Despair just mocking me after he discarded to hand size.
At this point-
playing a bounce land and a signable.
At this point, you could just get back to Cutthroat and, like, kill you in response to whatever triggers you have.
Yeah, probably.
Not actually, but, like, it's not that far away either.
That's funny. But yeah, probably. But like with the Angel of Despair being there, just like I can't.
Yeah, Exhume is
I just
almost a
can't.
blank.
Yeah, so it's just really bad for me.
Notably, there's no white mana that we've seen, so like the Tristani Summoner and the Angel of Despair, very clearly there to be reanimated, right?
Sure. Yeah. I don't even know about the Tristania Summoner at this point, right? Like he hasn't played it. It's
in his hand.
Right, it's
Like,
in his
I know
hand.
for a fact it's in his hand.
It's in his hand. He hasn't played it, but I'm talking about like in the matchup. I'm not
I
familiar
understand.
with
I
it.
just mean like we haven't seen a white source from him.
Right. Yeah, I know the Angel of Despair. When talking to him, he had told me that he had 2 white cards in his deck, and that he couldn't really like he could. I think he said he could cast one of them like pretty easily, but the Angel of Despair being double white, it's more of a reanimate target for sure.
Yeah, it's a very good reanimate target.
Yeah.
It used to be good enough for Legacy even.
Yeah, and it's very likely I should have taken it. I think I had an option to take it.
Yeah, it was in the back of one of those packs. I
and
feel
I
like you took
didn't.
something pretty good over it though. Like,
So
I don't
yeah,
remember what it was,
by
but-
the time that pack got around to him, the Angel of Despair probably was one of the better cards left in the pack.
Sure.
For the type of strategy that he and I are both on. Right?
Yeah, and
Like,
you guys were pretty far away from each other at the table.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was across the table,
Yeah.
several seats. Like
Very common for players across the table from each other to share a color at a minimum, and sometimes a whole archetype.
right. Yeah. Our decks were different colors. Like he had the
Yeah.
green, I had white instead of green, but a lot of the same like types of strategies that he was doing, I was also doing, and vice versa. Right? Like he had reanimates, he had the cutthroat.
Yep. He has a sack outlet.
He has a sack outlet.
Cutthroat and Marionette Apprentice.
Right.
So
Yeah. So yeah, his life drain abilities were a little bit better than mine, as I only had the Bastion of Remembrance. I should have had the Cutthroat, but didn't take it. Never saw the Marionette Apprentice. Would have loved to have that card. I think that card's great.
Sure.
But at this point, it's just like I'm on the back foot. I'm not really doing much. I don't know really why I wait. Oh, I know, because like it didn't matter. I would have taken the extra 2 anyways to as an Antuco Husky play. So I waited till after combat to kill it.
could have killed the Netugu Husk. Get rid of his sack
I
outlet.
guess I could have, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Probably should have done that.
There's the Chancery, so there's your blue.
Yeah,
So you do have
I'm a double white also.
any amount of blue cards in your deck?
No, I think I'm playing it because white. I don't think I'm playing. Oh, actually, that might not be true. I might
have
be
the
playing the
Momentary
momentary blink.
Okay.
But also it helps with the double white for like it's another white land that gives
Yeah.
me 2 lands. But yeah, I might be playing the momentary blink. If not in the main, I have the ability to board it in for sure, and I just wanted the mana base to be the mana base.
Bryan is very tentative here. Like he's not
Oh yeah, he should be attacking with everything.
like the last 2 turns probably, but he's just being very cautious. Like at the end of the day, he's got your board down to nothing, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's not like he's in tremendous danger here, but
Yeah, he's got a what's the Spirit Monger?
Mhm.
Is that the name of the card? With two counters on it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean he's got lethal.
yeah,
and that's the game.
And that's and that's that one. So here we take out the Bone Shredder and
Sure. Yeah, he actually didn't show you a single creature that those cards can kill, huh? Like
nope.
actual 0?
Nope, 0 in that first game. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, it's probably worth leaving in at least one of them, right? Because he's got to have something. But nah, he didn't show you a single
Show me
creature
a
that you
single
can
creature.
target.
Yeah, maybe could have left in the Necrotol. Like it's a first striker 2/1
Yeah, but
and
4
just take
mana
out the
is
Bone
so
Shredder.
much.
Because the Bone Shredder's like basically sits if you want to keep it around.
Yeah.
But
But 4 is so much
four-
for a 2/1 with first strike. Like, that's just not
his
worthwhile.
first strike, he's got double black pips.
No.
So here he starts off with a more aggressive
Yeah.
play than I do.
I mean, he's got a 1 mana 2/1, right?
Yeah, 1 mana 2/1, and I just
Recursive
have
threat.
a 2 mana 1/1, so it's just opposite. So yeah, we're not feeling great about our position. He gets to attack for 2, and I just get to take it.
Take it and like it.
No, I don't have to like it.
Wait. Don't you? I don't know. Anyway, Mortician Beetle. This is a bug. It's a big old cockroach.
It is a bug. That gets bigger whenever any player sacrifices something, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that card was a rare in...
Wait, that card was a rare?
Yeah.
Okay.
That printing in play right now was a rare from Rise of the Eldrazi.
Is a rare. Okay.
And then it got reprinted at some point and is like a common.
Okay.
Maybe an uncommon, but I think a common.
Well, this is a peasant cube, so I would imagine it's an uncommon.
Peasant means commons and uncommons,
Oh, okay.
friend.
All right. well, then never mind. Could be a common, I guess.
That's why Llanowar Elves is in the cube.
That's fair.
And Lightning Bolt.
That's fair. I don't know what common. What I don't know what rarity Hadoken
Anyway.
is. Hadoken could have been an uncommon for all I know. Anyway,
It's Lightning Bolt, you know it. Shut up.
we bounce. We bounce my land here and do nothing. So that's good. It's really bad for me.
It sounds pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have Fatal Push.
If I had Fatal Push, wouldn't I just use Fatal Push on my turn
Why?
after bouncing the land? Why
It's
not?
a 1-drop. You can see if he sacrifices some stuff to try to grow it. And
No, I just take the 3.
Okay. That's good
apparently,
too.
and I like it.
See? I knew it.
I don't like it, but it is what it is. It's a Sin Collector.
No.
No, not
No.
a Sin Collector. What is it?
And a Pontiff.
Oh, that's worse. That's way worse.
For him.
Yeah, give everything -1, -1.
Yeah, you sure do. That's way better than a Sin Collector.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
But
you
he
also
just,
have a sack outlet, so
but-
you can just...
but he just gets to bring back the thing. Like Mortician Beetle is not a skeleton, so he just gets to bring back the skeleton. So
Sure. I don't actually know what this little reanimating 2/1 does.
I mean,
I just know it's a reanimating 2/1.
oh yeah.
How does
you
this
can
one in particular come back?
you can pay a black and 1 and
Uh-huh.
bring it back if another non-skeleton creature died.
Oh, okay.
So the Mortician Beetle died.
Sure.
And he was able to bring it back.
Yeah.
I
That
think
makes sense.
I think he attacked with it, and I
Sure.
just snap off a block with the Pontiff.
I think I would take 2 here.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, but only because I want, like, in a perfect world, I want to haunt something else
Not that, yeah.
besides the Bloodthorn Vampire.
Oh, sure. Oh, something besides the Bloodthorn.
Yeah, so that I have
yeah.
my sack outlet so that I can trigger it whenever I want.
Got you.
That's, yeah, no attacks. Well, no attacks probably feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
That's,
know.
I see a Sin Collector in your hand. I see a Plains. Or not Sin Collector. Sorry, Cartel Aristocrat. Hiya!
I don't think he wants here. I think he just takes the 1. Yeah.
Boop. Cartel
Here's
Aristocrat.
Cartel Aristocrat. Yep.
Alright, now you have 2 sack outlets.
Yeah. 2 sack outlets. One of them gets protection.
Mm-hmm. Now I would haunt the Bloodthorn Vampire.
Really. I guess I could.
Just block with the Pontiff here, right?
Yeah. I think that's what I end up doing.
I mean, block and trade, let it haunt something. I guess haunt targets, so if Bryan has a kill spell, he gets to just...
I think it has to haunt a creature your opponent controls, does it not?
Nope.
Oh. Maybe I read that card wrong. I think I do this wrong. I haunt that creature and then I block. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I give my creature protection. Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know, man.
But now the haunt triggers when the thing dies and it doesn't do anything.
Right, yeah.
And that card's just exiled. It's
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good talk.
Yeah, look. So, I'm not very familiar with haunts, and it's confusing, and I didn't understand what was happening.
If it makes you feel any better, haunt is, like, generically not a good mechanic.
So I probably should have haunted my own creature like you've been saying, but
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking. I don't know.
Yeah. When the haunted creature dies, you get the trigger again.
Yeah.
So you block, you trade, you haunt one of your creatures,
Yeah.
and then you can sacrifice your creature whenever you want to
Right.
get the trigger again.
Yeah, which would have been great.
Would have
but
been better.
I didn't do that.
I see that.
this card now remains exiled forever.
It is just exiled, or it's in play, or it's tapped. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
It's exiled. It's gone. It's done. And here comes the Spirit Monger, I think.
Yeah, that card's good.
Yeah.
At one point, that card was nigh unbeatable.
Yeah, well, luckily he tapped out for it, so
That's
I think
true.
I get to kill it.
Murder.
Go for the
Go
throat.
throat specifically, but murder.
Yeah. I don't know why I have that there and not underneath the graveyard.
Yeah, no, it's a
exiled, but,
super
it's
not
weird.
confusing place.
Yeah, it needs to be over under the graveyard, but it's just exiled. It's not in play. It's just sitting over there. It's chilling.
It's haunting you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's haunting me for my misplays. Hey, Booster Tutor.
Vegeta.
I main phase the Booster Tutor.
I'm haunting you.
Because I need to know what I can play.
Yeah.
There we go. We get it out of the way. It's gone.
Congratulations.
And here comes the Booster Tutor.
Sure. So here is one of the unused packs
let's
from
go.
the cube draft.
I actually know what I end up taking, but I don't remember what my options were. So let's get to see this pack again.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I don't think I took the right card, but we'll see.
How do you take the wrong card again?
I mean, you'll find out.
All right.
Alright, let's see.
Okay. Enslave him to Turok. Harmonize.
Really thought about taking the him. I've seriously thought about taking the him.
Land. Worm. Bone Splitter. Kieran. Ghostfire. Forbidden Alchemy. Yeah, okay. Alright, so...
I end up taking...
Yahenni?
I take the Yahenni. And I don't think I should have taken the Yahenni.
Alright, well, Yahenni's fine.
I think I probably should have taken him or Enslave.
Why?
Enslave is a mind control.
Mm-hmm.
I get to control I get to take their creature.
What creature?
Right. It doesn't currently have one.
Mm-hmm.
Or him. But I believe Butler has 4 cards in his hand. So him doesn't really do a whole lot. It only discards 2, but it's at random. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I end up taking the Yahenni here. I don't know if that was the right play. I've already got 2 free sack outlets in play.
Yeah, but like this one gets bigger and can be attacking, right? Like
yeah. Unfortunately, I cast the Booster Tutor after combat.
Yeah,
so
you miss
I
out on
don't
the
get
haste.
to take. I don't get to attack with the Yahenni, but I do definitely play it, and then that is the turn.
yeah, it seems fine.
And then this is, I want to say, Butler's trying to determine when I cast the Booster Tutor, second
gotcha,
main
gotcha.
phase, so that way I could so I could play anything that I got off of it, and I'm explaining that to him.
Sure.
Like, no, yes, it's an instant. Yes, I totally cast it at sorcery speed. Because I had nothing else going on.
Yeah.
It's like
you have
I need
literal nothing. You're just looking for some action.
Exactly. Like I had nothing going on really. Like I wanted to see what I could get before I passed the turn. So
there's a vivid land on Butler's side.
yeah.
So he does have 1 white mana.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1 short.
Yeah.
But he's got both the angel and the...
Hey, look, he's no longer 1 short.
Yeah, and we get to rebuy... What?
Probably the Spirit Monger.
I would say that, but like we can't play the Spirit Monger this turn.
1, 2, 3. No. But I think he still rebuys the Spirit Monger.
It's certainly the most powerful thing in his graveyard.
Yeah, because like the options are Spirit Monger or like Mortician
Mortician
Beetle
Beetle.
or the 2/1 skeleton that comes back on its own anyway.
Yeah.
So Spirit Monger is definitely what he takes here.
Yeah, it's fair.
Which is a little sad for me because I thought about reanimating it. But I didn't. And I think I had the reanimate in hand, and I just didn't play it. So that's probably bad on me.
Yeah.
Um,
Good old honest Rutstein. Just doing an honest day's work.
So good. This card's so good.
It is kind of a messed up raised dead, huh?
It
Like-
made some cheaper.
Yeah,
Like, it's
3/2 raised dead that makes all your creatures cost less.
It's
It's
so
a
good.
little wild.
Yeah.
Remember when Gravedigger was like a pack one, pick one-able card?
I would still probably pack one, pick one, a Gravedigger.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Uh,
Nah, I think we're past it.
to be fair, I don't think Gravedigger will ever be in a pack to have the option to pack one, pick one.
Rude.
You call me rude when you're over here saying you went pack one, pick one. I just don't think it would be there to give you the option to.
They might bring corsets back again.
Let's hope not.
Like,
No.
corsets serve a purpose.
Alright, so we're attacking for 5 here.
Hiya!
Into a 3/2. I guess he's got a decent block on my Bloodthrown Vampire, but I just sacrifice it to something else, right? Like, I'm gonna get in for the point of damage anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have a good block anywhere else.
Yeah.
So he just takes the 5 because...
Yeah, I think
No
blocking
good
the
blocks.
Bloodthorn Vampire was free.
like, free-ish, right? Like, he still takes the same amount of damage.
Yeah, but he just gets to get a creature off your board.
Yeah, that's fair. It's true.
Carrion Feeder. Another sack outlet.
Yep.
All sack outlets
you're-
all the time.
You're not wrong. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, that's why I was trying to find something other than you hit it. Like, I needed something other than just these stupid sack outlets. Like, they're all sack outlets. They all do the same thing. And then here comes giant. I guess it's not really giant.
It's not.
It's a 1/1.
like a 1/1.
But it's like.
But it comes with
3,
friends.
2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10 power.
Comes with friends.
10 power for 7 mana.
Yeah.
6 mana because honest Rusty.
Yeah.
10 power worth of creatures
Just an honest day's work.
for 6 mana. How am I supposed to deal with that?
I don't know. Grave Titan is 10 power for 6 mana.
It's true. It's true, but that's only 3 bodies.
Yeah.
This is 4.
It makes more bodies.
It's true. It's true.
This is just some mook.
What am I supposed to do about this?
Kill him.
How?
Draw a Bastion of Remembrance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. He's at 11.
Yeah. Can't attack you right now.
It's true. It's true.
You have a bunch of things that make attacking and blocking difficult.
Yeah, I guess. Like, 1 thing? 2 things, maybe?
No, they all grow randomly. Like,
Anyway, it's just not good. It's not good for me. It doesn't look like I feel like I'm like just kind of stopped here. Here we're just waiting on the tokens. The tokens
sure.
are there. I think that's all he's waiting on. He's tapped out. He played the Tristram.
yeah. No, I remember this
So we're
part.
just-
This is when I went into the back to go
Yeah.
get the giant box of tokens
Yeah.
so that I could find all the appropriate things.
Yeah, so at this point, that's all we're waiting on, and I believe at some point we just put some dice here while
Yeah.
we're waiting, just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go ahead and
Temporary until
kind of move
until I
on
find
with
all
this,
the things.
because like at this point, there's no reason for us to just be here, like. But it is what it is. He has 13 power in play. I have like 6. So yeah, really good time for me staring down this board of bunch of creatures. Some of them have trample, some of them have vigilance, some of them have
Try more.
reach. No, the centaur just is vanilla, right? It's just a 3/3 nothing. Yeah. So
Do you need me to call the ambulance?
I mean, I'm just trying to explain what's happening here. 13 power versus 6.
Uh-huh. It was 6 power versus 3 a minute ago, and 1 body versus 4, right?
Yeah.
You were okay with that. You didn't seem to have a problem.
But
then
it's fair.
Anyway,
now it's
Tristani Summoner, just like one of those cards that's just kind of powerful.
5 bodies versus 4 now.
Yeah.
One card just put him so far ahead. It's insane.
Yeah, one random uncommon from a maligned set. This is a Dragon's Maze card. You're crying about a Dragon's Maze card.
No wonder. That set was so bad. Tristani Summoner, though, is a sweet card. It is definitely a lot of value, especially, and in his deck, it's kind of insane.
Reanimating this or flickering it or being able to use it multiple times. The fact that Butler has enough sack outlets that he can very reasonably cast it, sacrifice it, and reanimate it, and
it's really good, no doubt for sure in his deck. So at this point, he has 5 bodies to my 4.
So he's got the Rhino token, and I think. Just grab some dice until I come over with the Centaur and the Knight, which I am actively grabbing off camera.
Yeah.
So
13 power by 6.
Just saying it again,
in case. Just no.
In case the audience forgot.
No way for me to attack. Really.
That's not true. You just say I would like to attack, and then turn your guys sideways.
Yeah, and they all just kind of die. Except for the Yahini. The Yahini is the only one that could survive.
That's not true. You have a Cartel Aristocrat.
Yeah, and he has a white creature, a green creature, and a black creature.
So? The black creature is a green creature, too.
Sure. So I need to sacrifice 2 things to give my Cartel Aristocrat pro green and pro black, white.
Depends how he blocks.
No, seems bad.
You don't have to sacrifice anything if you don't want to.
It's true. Also, don't have to attack.
Coward speak. Hey, look, a thing that's worth sacrificing repeatedly.
Is that the Putrid Goblin?
Yeah.
It's the Putrid Goblin, yep.
It's not a bad one.
No.
Given the context of what's going on here.
It's fine.
It's a thing that can block numerous times while also being sacrificed more than once.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Also gives counter to Yahini.
Yeah. Bang.
I don't know what that was.
Me either. That's how I've started pointing at things now. Whenever, I played an acidic slime and I just pointed and I said bang.
Yeah, there's a huge glare. I have no idea what that card is.
That's why I can't let people keep their life totals down there.
Yeah, I have no idea what that card is. It costs 4 mana.
It costs 4 mana.
That's all I know.
You and I agree.
Yep. It's a 4 mana thing.
Maybe.
I have no idea. I'm trying to see.
That's okay. Somebody's going to move their arm or the card or something, and we're going to see it for a split second.
From the game, and I don't...
There's a sin collector.
Yeah.
Collect them sins. Those don't look like sins.
Nope.
Is that a millstone?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So he can mill himself to reanimate.
Sure.
Sins, yeah.
No sins to collect?
Nope. No sins to collect. Which is tragic.
I saw millstone, angel. What else was over there?
You had to ask. I don't remember.
All right, good. I suppose the spirit monger, because we know that's there. right?
Yeah,
'Cause he
yeah,
Rust-teamed it.
yeah, the Spirit Monger. And I
And
want to
then
say
Shriek Maw.
he.
I think it's a Shriek Maw.
Yeah, it was a Shriek Maw. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you both have good old destroy
Yeah.
target black creature.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked he didn't board out his Shriek Maw. So there's the Millstone.
Okay.
Still don't know what that 4 mana card is that he played last turn.
Glare of cardboard.
Yep. Yeah. Board just keeps getting worse and worse for. I guess it's kind of just a standstill for both of us, right? Like
There's a centaur. We found it.
neither one of us have good attacks. Let's see. Is this no? I already played the booster tutor. Okay, floating a mana to play the bounce land.
Sure. Your Gary's looking real good.
Yeah. Yeah. If I only had a Gary,
6, 7, 8. That's 8.
I don't think I have it.
Ah, look. Last token. We did it.
Nice. Still don't know what the 4 mana card is, but you know.
Yeah, but I got all the tokens.
Congratulations. Pretty sure we don't have the Gary. If we did,
No, I don't assume you have it in your hand right this minute, but
we would probably be slamming it.
that knight is really awkward, huh?
The knight, which knight? Oh, the 2/2 vigilance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because otherwise you could just like chunk in with the aristocrat twice and then Gary's lethal.
Yeah, just call green. But I can't because it's a white creature.
Yeah, because for some reason
Yeah.
that summoner just decided to mess around with you.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah, I'm glad you're amused.
I am. Audience, I hope you are as amused as I am.
Yeah. Yeah. I am not amused. I did not think it was funny at the time, and watching it back, I don't think it's funny now.
You'll be fine.
So,
It's a Knight's Whisper. Yeah.
Yeah, Knight's Whisper, which came after the Sin Collector.
There you go. See, now you only need to get in once.
Sure. And then I think he also draws like a Terra Sunder off of this, which misses my Sin Collector misses it also. Is that the Spirit Monger now? I think that's the Spirit
Yeah.
Monger. Still don't know what the other card is that's up there. The 4 mana card. No idea. But it's just
Wait,
chilling.
Can't be Spirit Monger. We only paid 3 for it.
Oh,
It's a Nantuku Husk.
okay.
And
sure.
we forgot that it's
There's
discounted.
There's the sack outlet.
It's a
I thought-
Husk and we forgot it's
I
discounted.
thought he paid 4 mana.
No,
So
because he
maybe
paid
not.
2 for the Knight's Whisper and then tapped 3.
Okay.
It looks like a Husk to me.
Okay. Sure. Could be a husk. I don't think the amount of mana mattered.
Probably not.
And then I did nothing, right? I played a Memorial to Folly. Yeah, played a Memorial to Folly.
There's Marionette Apprentice.
Yeah. It's just looking worse and worse for me.
That's probably scary. That's a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
So if that is a Husk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on what that 4-drop is.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was a 5-drop and he remembered to take the discount off of it with Rutstein. Maybe that's the Spirit Monger.
Oh, the one just chilling over to the right.
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay. We sacrifice the thing, we get some drain, and then we reanimate. That's pretty good.
Yep.
And by pretty good, I mean really good.
Yeah, I still don't think it's enough to kill me.
Like, it's not quite. It's real close. Make more duders. Another one. Another one. Another one. Yeah. Many dudes.
Yeah. Hey, Henny got a
It's true. It is the Spirit Monger.
Okay. Yeah.
Aha!
Hey, he finally moved it.
I did it. I figured it out.
I solved the mystery.
Yahenny got a counter.
Yay!
Yay, Yahenny, you did a thing.
Yeah.
Block with this Putrid Goblin.
Yeah, probably.
Sacrifice Putrid Goblin.
Also, yeah, probably.
That way your Spirit Monger doesn't do any damage.
Yep.
Gets no counters. What do I sacrifice it to?
Yeah,
Probably Yahenny. Probably Yahenny.
Is it not
Should've-
Carrion Feeder?
Should have. I think I sacrificed it to Yahenny. And I think after I sacrificed it to Yahenny, I should have sacrificed it to Carrion Feeder.
Cool.
So, yes, it should be Carrion Feeder.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I just sacrificed
It is a
to
husk.
like Yahenny.
I'm right again.
Yeah. So yeah, should have sacrificed it to Carrion Feeder just to get the +1 counter. But ultimately, I don't think it matters much.
Well, you're doing math and understanding that you cannot take 6 here.
Yeah,
So, good
yeah.
job.
No, I'm definitely blocking with this Putrid Goblin. I just don't like. I should have sacrificed to the Carrion Feeder and didn't.
Sure.
Pretty sure I just sacrificed it to like
Block.
either. Okay, the Cartel.
Throw it at this guy.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah,
Persist.
should have been the Carrion Feeder.
Yeah, I mean only because the feeder like permanently collects the.
Yeah, it just
The
gets
power.
yeah. Carrion Feeder can't block anyway. But like should have just been the Carrion Feeder. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I mentioned or I say all that after the fact. I realized that I should have just did
Should
that.
Butler be
but-
being more aggressive here? I feel like he should
Probably.
be attacking with like at least the tokens, if not the Rutstein as well.
Yeah, like the trampling token and the vigilance token for sure, right?
I think just
Like-
all of them, right? That like
Maybe he's got way more creatures than I do.
that's well, but he's also got the Marionette Apprentice.
Yeah,
So like, you have to be blocking
right.
because you can't take any damage. Like you can only let 1 damage through. That's it. That's all of the damage you're allowed to take.
All right. Yeah, I think
And the Carrion Feeder can't block.
here is
Like
where
it says the words "can't block" on
right.
it.
Yep, sure does.
Yeah, I think Butler should have been a little more aggressive this game.
I think I found a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 mana. I think I'm able to do everything that I need to do.
Hey, look, you pointed at the Carrion Feeder.
Yeah. This is when I realized that I should have sacrificed to the Carrion Feeder.
Anyway, get this putrid goblin out of here.
I think this time I sacrifice to Yahenny.
Seems like.
Uh,
What does this do? Do
I
you just have the lively dirge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
and I go and put Grey Merchant in my graveyard.
Okay.
All
right. So 5 mana. Entomb, reanimate.
I believe so. And I just get back the Putrid Goblin
Sure.
and I think something else. I probably should have sacrificed something else
There's
to be able to
nothing-
get back 2 things.
Yeah, there's nothing else in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
graveyard,
I should have
so, yeah.
sacrificed something else to be able to get back 2 things.
Sure.
But I realized that. But ultimately, I just wanted to get the Grey Merchant into graveyard, I think.
Sure.
But I get the Putrid Goblin back as well because it's also a black pip.
Yeah, it's a black pip. You also get to reset the
The
persist
persist,
counter.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I go for. Yeah, Grey
Yeah.
Merchant. There's the Grey Merchant. I want to say I have.
Exhume or similar.
I have a yeah.
So 1, 2,
I haven't played on that
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Okay. So that's not quite lethal.
Hold on, not that one. Sorry, we're gonna do this one first.
Okay.
The other way kills me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this one first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Dance of the Dead at first. If I do at Zoom first, I just die.
Okay.
So yeah, Dance of the Dead adds another pip.
It's an enchantment.
Yeah.
This represents lethal.
Yes, and this is where the question of interaction between Dance of the Dead and the creature coming back. He has a Terror Sunder.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So he wanted to know when he could interact with it, if he could stop any of it at all. And unfortunately, the way it for him, the Gray Merge is going to come back regardless, no matter what. So
correct.
So the Gray Merchant does get to come back, and it will be for like one less pip. Though I think he does end up targeting the Dance of the Dead.
Yeah, Terrace under the dance because it's the only target he can hit. For
Actually, I guess it'll be 3 less pips because the Gray Merchant will no longer be there. Also,
sure.
Once it resolves, so
when dance falls off, the creature goes away.
Yeah.
Okay. So the judge question was, can he target the dance before the Gary comes into play?
Right.
And the answer is no, because the dance is targeting the creature in the graveyard,
right,
and only changes to being an aura like mid-resolution kind of a thing.
So
all animate dead effects work in theory, but when you actually try to make them be rules text, it's just really awkward within the confines of the game.
Yeah.
So it is an aura targeting a card in the graveyard that then changes to an aura for a creature once it has resolved targeting the creature with no moment of interaction between.
Right. However, there is a Gray Merchant
Right.
trigger on
So
the
now,
stack, and he can respond.
So we Dance of the Dead, we put the Gary into play, we trigger the Gray Merchant of Asphodel.
Yes.
And now there is a moment where we can respond to it.
Yeah.
If Lewis is remembering correctly, and I believe he is, Bryan has the Terra Sunder in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he can target the Dance of the Dead.
There it is.
Yep.
Sunder.
Target the Dance of the Dead
Yeah.
with the Gary trigger on the stack.
Yeah.
The Dance will be exiled, which means the Gary will be sacrificed.
I think I might sacrifice the Gary to my own creature. I think. I can't remember if I do or not.
Technically speaking, that makes the Dance go to the graveyard, right? But I don't think that matters.
No.
But sure, yeah, you certainly can sacrifice to your own thing.
I don't know. I don't remember if I do or not. But basically, here I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back up to 20.
Yep.
The Gray Merchant will be in the graveyard.
Yep.
So he goes down to whatever. I go up to 20, and then now I get to play a land and cast this as Zoom.
Yeah. He gets to sacrifice and get back his Tristani Summoner.
Sure.
But that's 1 point of damage from sacrificing the Summoner.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because the husk can sacrifice itself after.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. It ended up not being anywhere near enough, and he doesn't gain life off of any of this. It's just damaging me.
Right. Yes.
So he's at 3. So
as long as your Gary comes into play, that's all that matters. As long as you aren't dead before the trigger resolves.
Right.
And by my best counts, you were correct. You did need to Dance of the Dead first, because otherwise, you were gained 6, right? You went from 14 to 20.
Yeah.
So if you had done the Exhume first, you'd take 16 before the Gary trigger.
Yeah, and I realized that as soon as I almost put it on it, I'm like, wait, no, this one. I need to do this one first. Because his board his deck was really, really good.
Yeah.
We were both trying to do the same things, and he just got some of the better life gain stuff, life drain effects.
Yes.
I only have the one. He has multiple.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that was game 2. But yeah, that was a
It was a
climb.
slog.
Yeah, just having like he basically had a shotgun against
You
my
cast
head.
you cast 3
Like,
reanimates over 2 turns.
yeah, it's just
Actually, no, that was all in 1 turn.
That was
You
all in
cast
one
3 reanimates in 1 turn.
yeah,
This is a lot.
yeah, and one of them was reanimate and
Slash
entomb. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but again, no, I should have like. I guess value. I should have pumped one of my creatures.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
got
matter.
back to 2 power or 2 mana cost things. But yeah, it didn't ultimately matter.
Yeah, there was also a servo still over there, so even if you give the Cartel Aristocrat 2 different protections to get through all the creatures, the servo can still jump.
Sure. But yeah, well, stupid marionette apprentice.
Yeah, the servo would have
Anyway.
kept. If you didn't have lethal with the Gary just by
Right.
itself, you would not getting chip shot damage.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what the deck is trying to do. Just kill people with Grey Merchant.
Gary.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like pack one, pick one.
Yeah.
Like,
You have the lively dirge to try to find it.
yep.
All right, so Butler with no green source proper, but did have the Vivid Land, which allowed the Llanowar Elf, which now gives him access to all the green mana he's ever going to need.
Yeah, and there's a
Honest Rutstein.
honest Rutstein just as an honest Rutstein.
Yeah, no
Reanimate. Just
no raised dead.
or
but
yeah, no
just
raised
a,
dead. Just a
a
3/2
cost reducer.
cost reducer. Yeah, and
Which I guess we're going to figure out why. I'm guessing there's a summoner over there. Yeah, okay. It's like, why would we just jam this Rutstein? And the answer is because there's a summoner.
yeah, and that's a Send Collector taking out the Terra Sunder.
Okay, there's a
And
Song
me
of
getting to
Freyalise.
see a Song of Freyalise and a Trustani Summoner, and realizing that I'm like dead in a couple of turns.
2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 1 mana away from the summoner,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get the Song of Freyalise down, which is gonna let us get that mana.
Yeah, he can't do both in the same turn, which is good for me. He can't just go like Song of Freyalise and then cast it.
Sure.
He's got to wait a turn, but it's still like unfortunate.
He can also hold off on this song now because he drew a land for turn.
Yeah, I think he just goes ahead and plays this song, if I recall correctly.
Sure.
Plays the song this turn, next turn plays the...
I mean, chapter 3 of that song is just almost overrun, right? Like,
Yeah, +1/+1 in vigilance.
yeah.
And trample. So I think he goes song this turn.
Isn't it indestructible as well?
Maybe.
Song of Freyalise is a messed up card. That's
It's definitely +1/+1 vigilance and trample.
Yes.
I don't know if it gives indestructible. I don't think it has to give indestructible. But yeah, he goes song this turn into Tristani Summoner next turn,
Yeah.
and to trigger the song the following turn.
attack with everything.
yeah.
Deal a bajillion damage. There's a Bastion of Remembrance.
You're right. And indestructible.
Yeah.
Vigilance, trample, and indestructible until end of
Yeah.
turn. Because why not? Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. No.
I love that card.
No, I just die.
I
next turn. I think.
adore that card.
Yeah, it's real good. So for 6 mana, here comes Tristani Summoner,
Yay.
and here's
Dude,
10 power worth of creatures for 6 mana.
10. You mean 14.
Yeah. No, so I'm not counting the song yet.
I'm counting the song.
The song triggers next turn.
14, 18, 20. This is exactly 20 in play.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Correct. Yep. 20 would trample.
Hey, you can block with your 1/1 token and drain life for 1. That Potente kills Land Elf and a Summoner.
It does.
That's 4 power.
Sure. It's not good enough.
It's 4 power.
No.
It's pretty good.
Not good enough.
Pretty good.
But it wasn't good enough.
Right, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Trigger this song.
Yep.
Well, draw, then trigger the song.
Yeah.
Anyway. Pop.
Goes the weasel.
Oh, it's a +1/+1 counter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the counter stay.
Yeah, sure. That's relevant.
The vigilance, trample, and indestructible is until end of turn.
Sure.
But the counter stay.
I forgot it was a counter.
Yeah, no.
I remember the indestructible. I forgot it was a counter.
Yeah.
I thought
it's
it
a
was just
counter.
+1/+1 until end of turn.
Yeah, so this is 5, 9.
Well, we were at 20 a minute ago and we just lost
12.
4, so 16.
16. This is 16. Vigilance, trample, indestructible.
Hiya!
Yeah, it's really bad for me.
Don't worry. That Rhino still has trample.
Yeah.
You have 3 toughness.
2, 3, 4. I only have 4 power.
Yeah, but you have 3 toughness. Your power's
yeah.
not relevant. All his stuff's indestructible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we actually might have missed that it's indestructible. Because I'm pretty sure
You just line up some blocks
I'm
here.
pretty sure I quad blocked the centaur.
Sure.
And but pretty sure that centaur goes away and so does my creatures. So
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we missed the indestructible.
Come on.
Off of the song.
Come on.
I
Don't do
think
that.
that's what happened.
Don't do that.
I could be wrong.
How do we hunt for all these tokens for Butler and you never told me you needed the thing for the Bastion?
I only played it the one time. Only drew it the once.
I gotta find a whatever human.
I
Human.
only drew it the once in
Human
this
or human
matchup.
soldier?
Human soldier, I believe.
I don't remember what Ikoria did. I think it might just be
I
human,
believe. But yeah, that's what happened.
Sure.
I line up
Yep.
blots
So-
on the centaur. I'm pretty sure that centaur goes away. Pretty sure that centaur, I know for a fact that centaur wasn't supposed to go away. But that's what happens.
Haunt something.
I think I haunt the honest Rutstein,
Sure.
but it doesn't actually matter.
No centaur, come back. You're indestructible.
It's true. It's true. It is indestructible. I take 1 billion, but I gain 3.
And then Butler should get drained for 3. Instead of Gonti. Let's go, Gonti. What a follow-up. What a Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, Butler should be at 3 less.
Alright, so you took 13 and then gained 3 off Bastion.
Right.
Okay. I actually need to read Haunt. Hang on. Does it exile it instead of dying?
That part I don't know. Either way, this game's over.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super dead.
I see that.
Like,
I don't think Gary's going to save you from this board.
no, I don't even have enough mana to cast Gary.
Yeah, that's
Like,
yep. That's
would-
part of it.
I'm on 3. Like, I can't cast Gary for like 2 turns. And I just had
You should have massively accelerated like Butler did.
right, yeah. In my non-green deck.
Okay. Nope, the Haunt creature does in fact die and then
Okay.
get exiled.
Cool.
Because otherwise it's 1 less trigger.
Sure. I was 1 less life, yeah. But like, yeah, he even got, I don't know
A Cartel Aristocrat.
Yeah, so he got the Cartel Aristocrat off of me. There's a Putrid Goblin.
Yep.
I get to like block a thing, and I'm still dead. Like
Anyway, hiya!
yeah. I don't think. Let's see.
Shrug,
5,
attack all.
5, 8, 10, 14, 16. I have to block the 4 and still die. Way to go.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he not attacking with the cartellers?
I don't know.
He should be.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm still dead, even if I block the honest threat steam. It's 5, 8, 10. Exactly. So.
Yeah. Block.
Yeah. Yep. Take 10.
Also, it's 14 because there's also a centaur attacking.
Oh, sure. The centaur that died that shouldn't have. Yeah.
The indestructible dead centaur.
Yeah.
Now it's a zombie centaur.
Sure. Either way, yeah.
Bonk.
That game's over. I died.
Yeah, that was a real good start from Butler.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah. Llanowar Elf into
it
Honest
wasn't even-
Rockstein into Song of
the thing
Freyalise
is it wasn't
into
even
Trust.
the Llanowar Elf wasn't until turn 2.
It's true. It's true.
It wasn't even like a quick elf.
Sure. But it
Like
was still
the Rutstein was
it was
cast
still
on turn
Elf
3.
into Rutstein into Song into Trostani stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that we accelerated into was the
the
Tristani.
Trostani. Yeah, that's fair.
But we double accelerated into it.
Yeah. Triple accelerated actually. Well, no, I guess. I mean, your Honest Rutstein became a
Didn't we cast it on turn
mana
6?
dork
We
as
still only
well
cast
as
it on. It didn't have to though. We could have just tapped the land.
the Vivid. Yeah.
But I think we were trying to get the white without using the vivid counter.
Yeah, that's yeah. Anyway, what do we got going on here? We got Billy versus
Yeah.
Alex.
Okay, so semifinals time. We got Billy Meekins, one of our modern regulars, and Alex Gilmore, the winner of last season's modern, season.
Sure.
So Gilmore had the bye for this event thanks to a very large gap. He had a 20-point gap or something. He had the modern season locked up.
Yeah.
So Gilmore over here drafted, I want to say he was leaning into Jeskai and I think wound up abandoning the white and is on an is it spells, is it control kind of a deck.
Yeah.
Billy is on Boros tokens.
Sure.
Billy is going to put many, many game objects into play. And there's an intangible virtue to show that the intent is here.
Billy started out with Mom on turn 1.
Making Alex's hand very awkward.
Alex played a Young Pyro where Billy just lightning helitzed it.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the 3 red creature is that Billy played.
It's a Spiteful Pranksters,
Okay.
I believe. It's a jumpstart card that I'm not very familiar with myself.
Okay.
I am somebody who tends to stick to draftable formats.
Right.
So jumpstart unique cards are not things that I have much experience with personally.
Gotcha.
Similarly, Commander unique cards are
Right,
not
right.
cards that I know very well.
So.
Yeah, so we have the Fire Ice. Unfortunately, the mom is going to
Protect itself.
protect itself. Fortunately, fire had 2 targets, so it boops, and then that is the
Fiery Inscription.
Fire Inscription. So Gilmore's kind of win condition.
Yeah.
He does have it early, and this is how he's ultimately going to have to try to race. So here we have the Electrolyze. So yeah, Billy started off this game with a mom on turn 1, and Gilmore in hand already had Fire Ice Electrolyze, and it's just oh,
Yeah.
this sucks.
Well, getting Billy to use the mom on his turn and then being able to untap and kill the mom
Unfortunately, it means he had to use all his resources just to kill the mom.
Right.
And Billy is still getting to do this, right? Here's the Spectral Procession with Intangible Virtue in play.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's 6/6 worth of flying vigilant creatures, and Gilmore's at 10 already.
Yeah.
We keep having to tap out because we needed to clear that mom, so we have this counter magic in our hand that doesn't do anything. Hey,
Yeah.
Lewis, how's control magic versus 3 tokens for a card?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Yeah. This is kind of the nightmare matchup for Gilmore.
Because if you control magic one of the spirits, it's a 1/1.
Yeah.
It just gets to chop the 2/2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, this is legitimately like what the worst possible matchup for Gilmore, I think.
Yeah, not ideal for sure.
No, Billy's just coming with a bunch of little idiots, and control magic not very good historically against a bunch of little idiots.
Let's see. So what's the play here?
Control magic, the not token.
Sure. Sure, you can has. Attack for 6.
Yeah, that sounds correct. Yeah.
Yep. Do we have anything with haste like that we want to throw out before combat? Have to read our own card. Way to go, Billy.
Hey.
What does this card do again?
I don't know.
I'm playing it, but I don't know what it does.
I still don't know what it does. I built the cube.
I mean, he's playing. I don't know what it does. Your creatures have vigilance. Oh, wait, no, convoke. He's casting something for convoke. Oh, okay. Conclave,
Yeah.
Tribunal, the mind control, get back my prankster,
Gut.
gut, attack with this, sacrifice this, get a 5/1,
5/2.
5/2 with vigilance tapped and attacking.
So I was about to say, why didn't Billy attack first? But this was actually 1 more damage.
Okay.
Right? This was 7, and if he attacked first, he was in for 6.
Yeah. Yep.
I hope everybody likes my skeleton. Billy asked me to draw a skeleton because I couldn't find that token.
Yep.
I am not an artist. The end.
I just saw it for it. Like I didn't pay attention to what the art was. Next time it's in play, I'll try to
No, don't.
give it a better look.
No, please.
But yeah, that was just kind of crazy. Game ended on like what, turn 6 maybe?
Something like that.
At the latest.
Billy has a real aggressive deck. And again, just a bunch of little shitters.
Hey, I know this guy.
Yeah, modern playable.
Yeah, barely. Tell some of our players that though,
Schaefer and Benito up in arms.
This seems like a really good electrolyzed target though. Like just shoot. Nice. 1-for-1 if you would. But I guess that's not what's gonna happen. We're cycling a, I don't know what card that was.
Miscalc.
Okay. I almost said miscalc, but I wasn't sure. So cycling a miscalc here.
Sure. That was like one of the Zendikar duels, so what's in here? Dwari Disruption, maybe?
Yeah, it's got to be Drawry Disruption.
Dwari Disruption is definitely a Gilmore card.
Like Drawry Isle, I think, is the backside, and I think that second word looks like an isle to me.
Sure.
So, if I recall correctly.
All right.
But yeah, so
Billy, a much slower game this
a
time.
little bit slower.
Okay, Clarion Spirit. Recast another
So
spell.
good.
Yeah.
Clarion Spirit.
Here's
so
spell
good.
number 2 to trigger it. And it's an annex.
Hey, there's that annex you were talking about. Somebody would be happy with.
Yeah.
I wonder how happy Billy is with getting that annex.
Probably pretty happy.
Let's see, how late was it? Like, super late.
Yeah.
Anyway, super late annex. Like,
Notably, it is only a 2/3 at the moment. Like,
Sure.
its devotion
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
itself, but
Right.
it's just more bodies, right? Like, okay.
was
So that's
that
not bad.
bounce
Jilt,
spell?
we get to bounce the annex and murder the Clarion Spirit.
bounce and 2 damage. Yeah.
Kill this, bounce that.
Sure.
So reset down the board a little bit.
Jilt's actually a really nice card. I
Yeah,
didn't
Jilt's
know
not
that
bad.
card actually existed.
Sure.
Never seen it before playing with this cube, so
Sure. So I pulled up the Spiteful Pranksters just because I was very curious what exactly that card does. It is a 3 mana 3/2.
okay.
As long as it's your turn, it has first strike.
Okay.
And whenever another creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Okay.
So it can't machine gun down the board,
Sure.
but it sure can just murder someone.
Right. It's wrath protection.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to wipe my board? Take damage anyway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I know for a fact that Billy also has Goblin Bombardment in this deck.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that plus the Spiteful Prankster
yeah.
sure sounds like a ton of damage.
Yeah. It's a second creature deal 2 to you, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, like, protect it from my removal spell or whatever. Like, yeah, it's really good.
All right, more bouncing. So we're just buying time, but we're still getting chunked in by these stupid tokens.
Just don't want to see that Annex ever, apparently.
I mean,
like, Annex has been bounced twice.
yeah. Billy hitting all his land drops and Gilmore missing some of his.
Don't even untap these tokens. They're just tapped and attacking. Always. Here's Annex again. Does it resolve? How about this? Does this thing resolve? Kill your Annex.
Make a dude.
Probably should have killed it with the
No, it's
creature
fine.
on the stack.
Doesn't
No?
matter. NX is it has to be power 4 or greater to.
Okay.
So Billy should have the. Is NX other? I thought he triggered for himself.
I thought so too. Maybe it was announced and like they're waiting for a token,
I don't know. We tried so hard to get that thing in play.
right? It was bounced so many times. How do you spell it?
Annex.
Yeah.
A-N-A-X, A-N-E-X.
I don't know. Anyway. I don't know if it actually matters too much, but yeah, I do think Billy should
Annex
have.
hardened in the forge. A-N-A-X. Power and toughness, power equal to your devotion to red, 3 toughness.
And it's
Whenever
another.
it or another non-token make a
Yeah.
1/1 satyr.
I think
Yeah, we should have a satyr here.
I think the reason why it didn't happen, if I recall correctly, I believe,
Incinerate exiles.
is that what it is? I thought it can't be regenerated,
I
and
thought so too.
I think Gilmore thought that the card said exiles, and I think that's what happened here, based on conversation after the fact. Not that it really matters.
You're correct. It can't be regenerated.
Yeah, but I think Gilmore thought that the card said exiled, so that's
Gotcha.
why Billy didn't get the counter or the token. But yeah, anyway, it didn't matter. Billy won the game clearly, like cleanly, basically.
Did you see that last play there, real quick? We started talking about like why the annex wasn't there.
Right, yeah.
So we active aggressioned our stolen spitter,
That's hilarious.
and then played gut
Yeah,
and sacrificed it.
sure. So you don't get it back.
You don't have a blocker.
Yeah, that's great.
That was tough. So active aggression getting to actually do something, which is exciting, and then gut again closing out a game.
I mean, gut does that.
Yeah, gut's very, very good. I like that card a lot.
Gut.
So we're on to the finals. So here we go. At 2 thus undefeated players. Alex Bryan 402, Billy 501. And here we go.
Billy getting in with 2
course
damage
they're-
on first attack here.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, our finals for the first of hopefully many Tier Zero Invitationals.
I guess it's a Vivid, or is that a Aether Hub, or a Tendo Ice Bridge? Like, what land is
The land,
it?
it's a Thriving Isle.
Okay, Thriving Isle. Okay.
Yeah. I love this. Clarion Spirit plus a 1-drop.
Yeah.
Firebolt, you.
Yeah. It's 2 damage to your face, make a 1/1. Yeah. I'd play that card.
Right?
That's pretty good,
Okay.
too.
Searing Blaze, kill that, take 3. Somebody played Searing Blaze right without asking. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
I mean, a modern player played Searing Blaze correctly. Come on.
There's no modern player that I know that can tell me what Searing Blaze does.
That's
the
fair.
first try.
That's fair. Well, Alex Bryan might be able to.
Nah.
He probably looked it up prior.
It's so here's the Spiteful Prankster's back.
All right.
That is Pyroclasm.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. We've got triggers.
Just board wipe deck over here.
Yeah, I mean, Fork Bolt. Okay, more. Yep. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
The Swords to Pasha,
Yeah.
right? Like
everything is dead.
Life totals are the same.
Spark Mage pretty good against Billy's deck.
Is it a 2/2?
No, it shoots stuff.
Right, but what's its power and toughness?
0/1.
Okay.
But it shoots stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. Billy has a Firebolt he can eventually flash back.
Yeah, 2 more mana from now.
And there's a Lightning Hewitt, it's fine.
Sure.
Lightning Hewitt's your Spark Mage. Yep.
Shoot you.
Yeah. Life totals are the same. But
this time Alex is the one
has
with
the
shitters
tokens,
left over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of lands from Alex.
I was gonna say Billy needed a land drop, I think.
Oh,
so
okay.
here we go.
Guardian of the Guild Pact.
Yeah, sure. It's a white card. That's all I know. It's like a 3/4 or something.
I believe 3/4 is correct.
Like a 3/4, but it's like I don't know what
Protection.
it does.
I don't remember if it's from monocolored or multicolored, but it's one of those.
I guess it's only 2 power because it looks like it attacked and only 2 power happened.
Okay.
Or 2 damage happened.
I believe you. It is a 2/3 protection from monocolored.
Sure. So, yeah. 2/3 protection from
Most
monocolored.
cards.
Yeah. Sounds good. We're going to play this Boros Garrison.
And get a spell back.
Nice. That's the Sajiri step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surgery Shelter.
So, yeah, whatever. Steps the land, right?
Yeah.
Sajiri Shelter. Nice.
Yeah, just another nice little synergy in this cube, having the Karus with a pretty reasonable smattering of modal dual-faced cards. It feels really good to be able to rebuy your lands into spells.
I don't know what just happened.
Presumably we floated a mana and then played our land and then Fire Blast.
Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize the mana being floated, but yeah, that made sense. I was like,
I'm assuming
it had to be it. Yeah, Firebolt was at tile, so okay.
Prophetic Bolt. Okay. That's a First of all, that's a good way to deal with a thing that's hard to deal with in the first place.
The
Second,
protection
we got
hexproof protection from monocolored. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got Expressive Iteration to flip Prophetic Bolt. So that that's a lot of value.
All right.
Value. I think we just went from 1 card in hand to like a draw 2 into a kill your thing draw.
All right.
Or kill your thing impulse.
Well, now we got a Flame Tongue Kavu.
That shot down the last token.
Shot down a 1/1.
Yep.
But we have a 4-power creature in play.
We sure do. And again, Alex now is the one with like mana and spells, right?
Yeah.
Expressive Iteration, 2 for 1. Into Prophetic Bolt, 2 for 1. And let's see what else we can find.
Is that
Kenra. And flip it.
okay?
So this is prowess, like ward 2
Okay,
or
that
something
one.
like that?
Yeah.
This guy's just like a honkin' nightmare that's now exiled. Get it out of here.
Pay the ward.
Sure did.
Sorry.
Yep. In for 4.
Yep. Lightning bolt.
Lightning. Burst
no.
lightning.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's not lightning bolt.
Nope. Burst lightning. No kicker.
Sure.
Kill the 4/2.
Yeah.
Evolving Wilds.
All right.
This is a fast-paced, very back and forth.
It is.
Yeah. Players
It
running
is.
each other out of resources.
Hey, a thing.
Okay.
What is that?
Light up the stage.
Oh.
Okay. Sure. That's a shrine.
Okay.
We have until the end of our next turn for that Arc Lightning.
It's a really late shrine, though, I guess.
Sure.
Arc Lightning kills the Ennis, though, right?
Nope. It's 2 damage and 1 damage to a different target.
Okay. Okay.
Or Arc Trail? It's the one from Scars of Mirrodin.
Arc Trail, yeah.
That looked like a Blightning off the top. So... probably just... Can we go 1 to the NX, 2 to face, and then Blightning?
What's happening?
We're figuring out how to cast our spells and trigger the shrine.
No, I'm just like, why is the Ennis tapped?
Yeah, so 2 to Billy, 1 to the Annex. Trigger the shrine. We have the black mana, so should, yep, 1, 2. Oh, okay. Alright, just use the shrine to pop the Annex.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sure.
And we get a Satyr token. Nobody asked me for a Satyr token. Got it. Need to find Satyr tokens.
Billy's looking through his pile to see if he has one.
That's a soldier.
Sure.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Billy needed so many tokens.
He was the token deck.
Yeah. Sure. Use the Sajiri shelter.
Yeah.
That's fair. If Alex had wanted to, he could have gotten the he could have cast the Blightning to get up to 3 damage on the shrine.
Sure.
So he could have quit the NX either way.
Uh,
Stagger Shock. But we already had to use the shrine. That's unfortunate.
right.
Boop that thing. Oh, that's 2 things. Boop one of them. The token, probably. Nope. Boop you. Alright.
Okay.
We've got outs.
Alright.
Are you dead? Almost.
Tybalt.
Yup.
Nice. Make a devil.
Yeah. It comes in with 5 minus 2 to make a devil? Is that how Tybalt works? I don't remember what the minus is. I know he can make 2 devils.
I know
and
the
still be
minus.
around.
The minus is make a devil, but I don't know how much he comes in with. I would. Let's see.
Okay. So the 1 devil traded with the 2 goblins, basically.
Yeah. 5 minus 2.
Yep.
Makes a devil.
Sure.
What is this?
Raven Inspector.
Okay.
Draw a
Cracked
card.
clue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cloud Goat Ranger. Is that Cloud Goat? Blah. Ugh.
That's one way to turn this around, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's one way to turn this game around, right? Like,
Boy, oh boy. Man.
can we talk about how good Raven Inspector is with gut?
Sure.
Sack with the clue,
It's-
make a
it's
4/1.
2 4/1s.
Like, sack the 1/2, make
Let's
a
be real. I'm
4/1.
sacrificing the 1/2 before I sacrifice the clue. I might need that
fair.
clue.
That's fair. That's fair. But, like,
Porcelain
it's so
Legionnaire
good.
looks pretty good until this Cloud Goat Ranger takes the skies.
yeah, just tap these things. Yep. Attack for 3.
Flappity flappity.
Is it
Attack for
3?
5.
5? It's a
Yeah.
5/3? Okay.
No, it's a 3/3, but it gets +2/+0 and jumps, right?
Okay, so it's a 5/3.
Yeah. Well, but it is a 3/3.
Sure.
Oh, we found it out. Get it out of here.
Aw.
Don't you aw, we needed that.
And
The Intangible Virtue would be real good.
Intangible Virtue would be real good. That Porcelain Legionnaire is still pretty good, though.
Sure. Intangible Virtue goes right around it, though. Okay. Here's Hordling Outburst. 3 more dudes. Now Intangible Virtue's fucking nuts.
Is there still a devil in play?
Yes.
Okay.
Hiya!
Porcelain
Eat
Legionnaire
this,
eats one of them.
Block this. I take 2. Shoot another one.
Devil eats one, yeah.
Yeah. Shoot
Yeah.
a different one. Shoot a
Yeah.
goblin. Who cares?
Sure.
Doesn't matter. There are 4 goblins.
Yep.
Porcelain Legionnaire still vibing.
Yep.
Virtue is still a nutso draw.
Yup.
For the last 3 turns in a row, Virtue ends the
2,
game
4,
on the spot.
6, 8, yeah.
Hey, that's a Virtue.
Hey, yeah. That's game.
Yeah, unless Alex has something in hand. Block that one. Take 8.
Here's
Kill
this
it with a
land.
swamp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, what a game that was.
Yep.
That
That was a lot of back and forth.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Alex had him
Just-
real close. Like having him down as low as like 4
yeah.
and having the shrine there. I wonder if maybe we couldn't have afforded to take a hit from the annex and
Or-
try to build up that shrine.
Yeah, like keep the shrine in play, yeah. But like Billy's like every one of Billy's cards is multiple cards.
It's
like,
multiple game objects.
It's
yeah.
Right, like not cards
Yeah.
specifically, but like you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
every card is multiple things and it's just like it's a lot.
That
It's-
said, Alex had like both Alex Gilmore and Alex Bryan both seem to have a bunch of removal
Yeah.
that gets split up, right? Like
Right.
Gilmore had Fire Ice
Yeah.
and
Electrolyze.
Electrolyze. From Alex so far, we've seen Forked Bolt, Arc Trail.
The landfall one. The one that you said modern players don't get.
Sure, but that one doesn't kill 2 things. Here's
Oh, it doesn't?
Here's a
Okay.
magic missile that
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cleanly answers this Hordwing outburst.
Way to go, magic missile.
You know, like so, like both Alex Gilmore and Alex Bryan both have some of the tools they need
Yeah.
to clean up these wide board states. But Billy is just like you said, all of his cards seemingly are multiple game objects.
Right.
So he's just been able to like go wide through everything.
Yeah.
I think the biggest tool Alex here has is Pyroclasm. We saw Pyroclasm in game 1.
Yeah.
And if we know kind of what exactly Billy is doing over here,
Right.
then maybe sandbagging it for as long as possible makes sense. Because we know that there's an intangible virtue.
Right.
We know there's intangible virtue. We probably know that there's a gut, even if we didn't see it
Right.
personally.
Flame tongue, kill your thing. In with this inspector. Let's go.
Yeah. Azra Oddsmaker, really cool card. My wife and I drafted a lot of that card in Battle Bond. Super cool card. Nice card advantage.
It's the one. Yeah, you.
Discard a card to draw 2
Right.
on combat.
Yeah, you have to choose a creature
Yeah,
or something.
if that creature hits.
Yeah, it's super interesting. But also, like, it's just like a 4-power creature.
I
right?
think it's a 3/3.
Okay, is it only a 3/3? Okay.
But it's like a 3-mana 3/3, so it's
Yeah.
a perfectly reasonable creature.
Yeah.
This shrine already up to 6. Like Billy at 23, but this shrine already up to 6. Burst Lightning, able to clear a Flame Tongue Kavu for 1 mana.
Right.
Billy with a sideboard plan here. Pro red.
Nice. I mean, it works, right? Like,
Shadow and pro red. We can be getting in through this Porcelain Legionnaire.
oh, nice.
Kill it.
Dismember.
Murderous Cut, but
Oh.
still.
Murder's cut. Man, that murder's. Wait, which pack was it? I was to say if it was going to the left, it made it all the way around to Alex Bryan. But if it was going to the right, he was the person I was passing to.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, Porcelain Legionnaire in.
murder's cut.
Billy back to
such a good
starting life
card.
total. Porcelain Legionnaire down.
It's a firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
5 mana bolt.
to your face. Yeah. So firebolt, kill your creature, flash it back to your face, attack you for 1.
Alright.
All right, Billy, aggressive.
Yeah.
Like super aggressive with that. There was like
Yeah.
you could have saved that firebolt.
Yeah. We saw the what's the
Super
is it young pyromancer that makes
Yep,
construct tokens.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. That guy.
Yep, I know what you're talking
For
about.
Brothers War.
Yep,
Anyway, Alex has that guy.
sure.
So yeah, saving a firebolt to be able to clear that thing.
I know.
Although I guess Billy is really just trying to get this game over with,
Yeah,
because
it
that
looks like
shrine
it.
is a for real threat, right? Like that shrine is not joking around. That's 10 damage that it's up to right now.
yeah,
11 damage that it's up to right now.
it looks like Billy is just like like you said, just on the super aggressive.
Okay. Did we Okay, I think we announced the spell we were going to cast and preemptively ticked up the shrine. Nope, I'm wrong. All right, I don't
Okay.
know. I thought it went up by 2, but maybe the players were talking about something. And yeah. Anywho, it's up to 12. 12's a lot.
And Billy's still at 18 though.
I mean, yeah.
But I guess Alex Bryan really only needs like what, 3 more? So upkeep it goes to 13,
Yep.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So like maybe like a couple more turns or like and like a handful of spells.
Active aggression, take your 1/1. Trigger Clarion Spirit, make another spirit.
Yeah.
Attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How much does active aggression also pump? Gives like +2/+0, right?
Maybe. Wrong one. There you go. That's better. I think Billy, with the side of his hand, booped his life total up 1 while he was messing with the tokens. I don't think it was intentional, but I think he just accidentally went from 18 to 19 here.
Gotcha.
It looked like the side of his hand hit it. Hey, there's that guy that I said needed to be firebolted.
Third path iconoclast.
Yeah, that guy. That's the one.
Yeah.
We can't attack now, right?
12, 18.
Yeah.
Alex Bryan?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we want to be attacking because we don't need that much damage before this. That's a virtue off the top.
Intangible virtue.
That's so much. That's lethal.
Are all of those flying?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are all spirit
2
tokens.
force, it's 8. Yeah.
That's lethal. Now we are forced to throw away this shrine.
To kill one of them. That's so unfortunate. We were trying to build this shrine to one-shot you.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
we can't.
Hand is a land, so.
Yeah. So unfortunate.
Oh boy. Yep.
We
That
would
one.
deal 14 damage to that token there.
So sick. That intangible virtue is so good in Billy's deck.
I will take set
Man.
on top.
You remember we were talking about potentially saving that
Here's a shot. Expressive iteration. Let's go.
you remember we were talking about Billy potentially saving that firebolt
Yeah.
for something like a third path iconoclast?
Yeah.
Well,
Turns
it's a
out.
good thing he used it.
Right. Turns out. Billy.
It's a good thing he used it because that made that attack lethal and forced a shrine on 13 or whatever.
Right. Yeah. 14, I believe.
Sure,
is what
whatever.
it
Who
was, yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
Shoot a thing, I guess.
Sure.
It doesn't kill it. Blightning myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Blinding myself.
Yeah, it did. Congratulations, Billy.
Yeah. That's
That was a good run. That's a sick draft deck, and here we go. We can kind of lean in and see this one up close.
yeah. That just the tokens, like the go wide strategy with like the top end that he had with like the gut being, I say top end.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
3. But like,
No, the quote unquote top end realistically is the Cloud Goat Ranger, right?
right, yeah, but like gut just being such a powerful card.
Sure. Also, his
and
removal,
then-
like he's got Lightning Bolt, Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, Lightning Helix.
Yeah.
So just some of the most efficient removal magic is printed. And then the Goblin Bombardment, Spiteful Pranksters for extra damage, Mom to protect his threats, Clarion Spirit is multiple cards, Resolute Reinforcements, Goblin War Marshal, Spectral Procession,
Hordling Outburst.
Hordling Outburst, Cloud Goat Ranger, and Gut.
Yeah,
and
if you think about it, like
and Annex
and
technically.
it's and then like Flame Tongue Kavu, like
Is a 2-for-1.
like kind of just being a 2-for-1.
Yeah, very very good deck from
Like-
Billy. It played out very well.
Yeah.
Certainly made opposing removal look very awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's turned out to be really good.
I think
Super aggressive.
this kind of deck would have struggled against maybe you or Butler.
Maybe.
It's hard for him to get through with all this stuff,
Right.
right?
Once the intangible virtue comes down, though,
The
if he
virtue
has
makes things very
flyers,
difficult. Yeah.
But I don't think Butler had a way.
Butler had Terrace under.
Right. I was gonna say I do in fact of course Billy does have removal. He's got sword and path.
Sure.
But I think I was the only one that actually had an infinite that could actually come together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 pieces. But I did have that as an out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Potentially. But yeah, I don't think I had any way to deal with the resolved intangible virtue.
Okay.
To my knowledge, at least not main board.
Sure.
I might have had something in the side that could have dealt with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Butler had the Terrace under.
Butler had the Terrace under that could have cleared the
Yeah.
the intangible virtue by itself, and then as far as just blocking,
Yeah.
we both saw in your matchup how good both of you were at just gumming up the board.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this whole draft was really cool.
Yeah.
Alex, Bryan, and Alex Gilmore had pretty similar decks with removal that could get stretched out. Also enough damage that could go face. Alex Bryan was a little bit more aggressively slanted than Gilmore. Gilmore was a little bit more control slanted, but both kind of in that spell slinger, red based color pair. Then we had Billy over here with the tokens deck, just going very wide and being aggressive. You and Bryan both being these grindy black based decks.
Yep.
And then we had off camera, let's see, Gabriel tried to...
He was a red-green, I think.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be the Walls deck, and it didn't quite come together for him.
Right.
James Murphy, I want to say, was on either actual Boros or white-based, maybe white-based Boros kind of a thing. I know, he was near Billy in the draft, but wound up sharing at least a color with Billy.
Sure.
Yeah,
I played against Gabriel. I know Gabriel was definitely playing green.
Okay.
I don't know what James was playing. I didn't get a chance.
I remember he was on an aggressively slanted deck. Oh yeah, and then Ron. Ron was on a Simic rampy kind of deck.
Doesn't surprise me.
I think he actually changed his deck after round 1. I think he got washed in round 1 and then swapped around his deck a little bit and yeah.
That does not surprise me either. But yeah, the Billy's deck just...
It was good. It was consistent. All his cards are kind of the same card, just over and over again, right? Yeah.
And just the amount of 2-for-1s that he does have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even just Conclave Tribunal, just as wide as he goes, it being essentially only a 1 mana.
Or free.
Spell,
yeah, we can just convoke the whole thing out.
Does it have Flash?
No.
No? Okay,
just
so you
convoke.
do have to do it main phase?
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, the deck was super good. And congratulations, Billy, for being our first invitational.
Yeah, and we're
champion
gonna get to show off the playmat that we were playing for. Will be on screen.
That's sick playmat. I'm so
It's
jealous.
very cool.
So jealous. All I wanted to do was get to the draft. It is what it is. I did what I wanted to do, so I had fun. It was.
I hope
was
everybody
great.
had a good time.
It was
the goal.
wonderful. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. It was unfortunate that in the draft I went 1-2.
Yeah.
But it was fun. The cube was super sweet, and I would really love to play it again.
Sure.
So.
All right. Well, Louis, thanks for joining me.
Yep.
Folks at home, thanks for watching. This is a long one, I know, but hopefully you enjoyed the cube and the Browns Modern and this sweet, sweet playmat. Yep. Everybody, have a wonderful night.
Bye.